Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading all about your career and finances in 2024. So if you're curious what you can expect within your career or within your money during this next year, then this reading is going to tell you just that. But before we hop into today's video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. If you have not heard of Skillshare before, they are a huge online platform full of classes upon almost any subject that you can think about. And I've had my own personal subscription to Skillshare for years now. I've used it to improve my business, to learn new skills, even improve my cooking, my art, or learn new things about photography, videography, and also just any other creative thing that I'm wanting to step into. Skillshare is such a fun place. The most recent class that I just took on Skillshare was all about productivity by Thomas Frank, and in this class he talks about how to manage your time, especially with going into the new year. There's a few things that I want to add into my schedule, and I'm kind of thinking like, how do I make room for these new projects, these new ideas, if I already have a really full schedule? And he breaks down exactly how you can manage your time in order to find what is most important to you and make room for the new things that you might want to add into your schedule. And I highly recommend checking this class out if there's something that you really want to create or do in this next year and maybe you're wondering, do I have enough time for that? This class will definitely help with that. But no matter what it is that you're wanting to do in this new year, if you're wanting to improve any skill or open up a new business, learn photography, videography, whatever it is that you want to do, Skillshare likely has a class that will help you improve and make those dreams happen. And if you want to get started with Skillshare, the first 500 people to click the link down below in the description box will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare, which you can take so many different classes within 1 month. So I highly recommend taking advantage of that. If you want to step into this new year as the highest, greatest, and best version of yourself, do some self-improvement, learn some new skills that are going to take you to the next level and meet your goals and dreams, then again, the first 500 people to use that link down below in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. And thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right back into today's pick a card reading. Hello my beautiful loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have our career and finances prediction for the year of 2024. So if you're curious what might happen in your career or what might happen or change or transform with your money in this next year, we're going to be tapping into the universe, spirit, and asking for information for your highest good at this time about your future and the different events and opportunities and shifts that you can expect within your career and finances in this next year. So I'm very excited to sit with you here and dive into this, get comfortable, chill out with me. I made some amazing tea for myself just so I can chill and just connect with spirit and the universe and bring you information for your highest good at this time about your career and finances for 2024. And thank you again so much for joining me here. If you're new, my name is Jem. We do tarot predictions, we do astrology, we do spirituality, and so much more on this channel, all types of spiritual content. And these videos, the way that they work, I have 5 different groups in front of me, and you're going to choose the pile that you're the most called towards intuitively. And I'm going to give you a little explanation about that. So there's 5 different groups here. We have group number 1. This has a piece of quartz on the top. So if you're drawn to this group, that's going to be your pile. There's timestamps linked down below for everything so that you can skip ahead, navigate this video, skip right to your reading. Then group number 2, we have this pile with the Chrysoprase on the top. If this is the pile that you're drawn to, that's going to be your group. Group number 3, we have some sunset Aura Quartz. So if you're drawn to group 3, that's your reading. Group number 4, we have blue tiger's eye. Group number 5, we have some pyrite. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to find the pile that you are the most called towards or drawn towards. And you want to tap into your intuition for this. So your intuition speaks to you with quick, sudden, gut instincts or feelings. So when you're looking at these groups, maybe there's one that just sticks out to you and it's just like calling to you. If you feel that, then that's going to be your group. And again, timestamps are down below so that you can skip right ahead to that reading. But if you're having trouble visually connecting to a pile, another method that you can do is to close your eyes and wait for a number between 1 and 5 to pop into your head. And then the first number that comes to your head, without you even trying, without you even thinking about it, the first number to pop into your head, that is going to be your pile. And that's your intuition speaking to you. So that's how you tap into your intuition. It's that quick gut instinct. Your intuition knows the energies beneath each of these groups, and your intuition knows which group is going to be the most relevant and accurate for you for your year of 2024. Your intuition already knows that. It's the aspect of you, it's that sixth sense that we have that permeates time and space and feels energy. It's all of that. So your intuition knows, and that is some little skills or methods of tapping into your intuition, waiting for that visual pop or waiting for a number between 1 and 5 to come to you. And then again, there's timestamps linked down below so that you can navigate to your reading. I also want to mention that I will be adding links down below for everything in the description box now that I can possibly add links for. I get questions all the time about the card decks that I'm using, the crystals that I'm using, the candles, or like other things that I'm using. So everything that I can link, I will have linked down below in the description box so that you can find that. And that's what we're going to be doing from now on. It takes a lot of work, but I'm here for it. And I know that a lot of you look for some of these things. So I'm very happy to provide those links. Anyway, with that being said, pause the video if you need some more time to pick your pile. But without further ado, we're gonna hop into today's reading. I'm so excited to get into it for you, with you, and let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my loves, group number 1, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your career and finances, all the different things that you can expect in 2024. So let's hop right in. All right, my group 1s, the first 2 cards that we have for you is education and forgiveness. So immediately with education coming up as your first card, this next year, I feel like there's going to be some higher learning that you do in order to improve or level up in your career. Some of you might be going to school for something, taking a class, joining a course, doing some self-study even. Maybe you want to be self-taught in something, or just up-level your skills. Maybe you have a big idea in mind of what you want to achieve within your career or within your money, and maybe you're going to be learning how to up-level those things. Maybe there's a business course that you want to take on how to like grow your business bigger. Some of you might be business owners, or some of you might want to go to school again to get a particular career. And that is something that's going to be happening for you in 2024. Even if you're not planning on education at the moment, the opportunity for this is going to present itself. And I see you absolutely making a massive transformation in your career because you're going to be learning something new in this next year, and it's really going to elevate you. So I definitely see opportunities for courses and classes. And then forgiveness is coming through as well. So forgiveness makes me feel like maybe there was some mistakes or some things that we did in this last year that we were like, ugh, maybe I didn't complete that, maybe I didn't reach that goal, maybe I didn't do that thing that I said that I was going to do. And one of your biggest healings in this next year is going to be the power to just forgive yourself and to be patient with yourself, because you got this, my love. Like, I feel such an abundance of energy between these 2 cards, and I see this big up level that you're going to be doing in this next year because of this education and how this is going to benefit you and help you rise up. So please, my love, if you haven't already, forgive yourself for any shortcomings of this last year, anything that maybe was delayed or didn't come to the fruition that you wanted it to. That is okay, because this is a new year that we're hopping into, and you can do that and then some, you know, but don't be too hard on yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Everything happens in divine timing, and there's always reasons for, you know, everything that happens as well. So let's dive into our tarot cards. We have Queen of Pentacles being reversed. So there's definitely something in this last year where maybe we felt like we fell short in that. And maybe right now you're looking back on this previous year and you're like, wait, I didn't reach the things that I wanted to. Queen of Pentacles, when she's reversed, she's not feeling as abundant as she wants to, but she's working hard, and she's possibly even overworking herself, putting a lot of pressure on herself, but feeling like she's not gaining the fruits of her labor. And in this next year, I feel like this is something that you're really wanting to transform and address. You're no longer wanting to work yourself to the bone just to bring home breadcrumbs in your work or in your business. And this is something that I feel like you're going to be really focused on transforming. And the major transformation of where this is all coming from is education, reading books, watching videos online of maybe other people who have been in similar scenarios before and what they did, what they chose to do. And possibly you're going to be inspired about something, or maybe you're going to want to learn a new skill. And I feel like this is going to really help you. I also feel like you're connecting deeper into your intuition, deeper into more of your spiritual purpose, because Something that I'm feeling in this too is like you want to feel more fulfillment when it comes to your career and when it comes to how you make money. You want to feel more fulfillment there. And I feel like you want more flexibility and freedom. Look at her being flexible. You want more flexibility and freedom when it comes to your money and your time management within your career. So it doesn't feel like you're working 16 hours a day or something like that. I feel like you're wanting to bring in more flexibility there. And that's also why we start off with our Queen of Pentacles. She's reversed here. It's like there's all these changes that I feel like you're wanting to make in this next year to kind of just create more freedom with your time and with your money, and figuring out how you can make that happen, and forgiveness and letting go of that pressure that you might put on yourself. We also have the Knight of Cups being reversed. Okay, this is when we're feeling emotionally and mentally and energetically drained, possibly even a lack of creativity. Maybe we felt like we've had writer's block, or maybe it feels like anytime we act on our creativity, maybe it's just not leading us where we want to go. And it's just like, we keep like spending all this energy to make these things or to do these, make these ideas come to life. And maybe it's just not kind of working the way that we want it to. Okay. These cards are all kind of giving me the energy of where you're at right now. And I can tell you with surety, with what we have coming up here, you're letting this go. The forgiveness, absolutely, you are letting these energies go and bringing in the wisdom and knowledge that you need to be flexible and overcome these obstacles and make these changes in this next year. We also have Queen of Cups upright next. Okay, this is gonna reinvigorate your inspiration. There's something new that you're gonna be learning this next year, and it will completely reinvigorate your sense of inspiration, your sense of creativity. I also think that there's possibly gonna be a new, idea that you have that you're ready to put energy into. This is also a year, okay, Queen of Cups as well. This is also a year where you are very, very, very meant to focus on quality rest and rejuvenation, taking time off. I feel like you don't take enough time off is something that I'm kind of feeling in this. And this next year is about you gaining the rest and relaxation that you need to find fulfillment. And through finding that fulfillment, it's going to reinvigorate your creativity. It's going to reinvigorate your energy to where we're no longer feeling like the Queen of Pentacles being reversed, where she's just like exhausted. She's burnt out. Knight of Cups being reversed. Like this is burnt out energy. Okay, lack of creativity, burnt out. I wouldn't be surprised if you were here at some point in 2023. Queen of Cups, you are taking your rest and relaxation seriously this year, and it's going to allow you to show up with complete full battery. Like you're recharging and you're showing up with full battery when it comes to your finances and your career. Queen of Cups, when it comes to finances, also is very aware of money that she's putting away into her savings, and she wants to make herself feel abundant in her savings. She wants to feel secure, and the Queen of Cups knows how to do that for herself, whereas Knight of Cups being reversed, it's kind of like money comes in and money goes out, money comes in and money comes out. However, this is the energy of moving into 2024 now, and Queen of Cups, she's like, you know what? I am creating a savings plan for myself. I want to feel a certain way. I want to feel like I have enough to invest in the things that are important to me, the things that are going to up-level me and make me feel like a higher, better, greater version of myself. So yes, invest in education, especially if you feel in alignment with that education and with that learning. However, Queen of Cups is also at the same time very aware of, I'm going to save money as well, and I'm going to save some of my time so that I can rest and rejuvenate and recharge. She's all about that, okay? So I do see you saving more money in this next year, possibly more than you've ever really saved before. Like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling like there's definitely way more savings than you've done before. And Hermit being reversed, my love. If there is something that you really wanted to do last year, but perhaps it required coming out of your shell, perhaps it required stepping outside of your comfort zone and stepping into something new, and perhaps you were kind of a little bit nervous about that, or you didn't feel like you were quite ready, maybe you didn't feel like you had the education yet for that. 2024, you're learning that skill, my love. You are learning that skill of whatever it is that you need to step outside of your comfort zone and feel like you're ready to take action on what this idea is. You're like, okay, I'm ready. I know enough, and I'm also going to learn along the way. Trust me. Oh my gosh, 2024, your skills are going to improve so much. I feel like you're creating things in 2024. You're going to be creating things that you're like, wait a second, I'm really proud of this. Look what I can show off. This is exciting. There is things that you are going to be so proud of in this next year that you're so proud to show off. And it's because you're doing such deep learning and up-leveling your skills to a whole other level, and then coming out of your shell. There might even be something that you're working on that requires you launching it, or requires you to show it or to market it, because hermit coming out of the shell, you know, hermit, when they're in the shell, they're working creatively within the shell, but now this is your year of coming out of the shell. So stepping into the spotlight, there's spotlight energy within the education card. So maybe something to deal with the spotlight here, spotlighting something that you're working on. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to step more into the spotlight to show how you've shifted, how you've transformed, what you know. Maybe you're stepping into the realm of the teacher as well. Like you might have a calling to step into the realm of the teacher in this next year. We also have strength coming up as well. So this is a really potent energy when it comes to your ability to be determined to get things done. You have the strength, you have the energy, and it's all coming because you are taking time to rest and rejuvenate your energy. That is why all of this is happening. Strength card also makes me think that your sense of safety and your sense of security within your money and within your career is also strengthening. You're going to feel much more like you're in a more powerful position. Your confidence is going to be rising as well. Maybe there's something that you feel slightly insecure about when it comes to stepping into the next chapter of your career or in this next year. Maybe there's something that we're either nervous about, or maybe we have to break down fears or limiting beliefs. You're going to be doing that this year. The strength card, you're rising up to a more powerful position. Strength is also about the spotlight. It's very connected to Leo energy, which is about stepping into the spotlight, you know, owning your energy, being a leader. That's connected to strength, being a leader. And also, I'm seeing you doing an overhaul maybe of your identity and how you dress, how you come across. Maybe you're ready to heighten yourself to a new level where you're like, okay, I need a new wardrobe because the type of career that I'm moving into, the type of person that I'm going to be, she wears something different or he wears something different. Maybe this is time for you to renew how you dress and how you look, because maybe you want to look the part of this new, higher, better version of yourself. And I see you kind of having a new wardrobe here, being confident to step up into that spotlight and be like, okay, here's my strengths. Here's like what I've done, like whatever skills that you're maybe lacking right now for this next chapter of your life, or that you feel like you're lacking. The education is coming through, and then you're going to be strong enough to be like, you know what? These are actually my strengths now. Things that you used to be weak in are going to become your strengths. And you know what's so interesting, my love? Here's a little secret. All of your strengths that you have right now are things that you probably went through deep learning in order to have those things as strengths. So if you have a skill that you're really good at, you've probably practiced it a lot, maybe even since your childhood, or maybe in the recent years you just practiced it a lot and now it's your strength, right? But maybe you weren't good at it before. So the things that you're worried about now that you might be like, oh, I'm not good at that though. Oh my goodness, you can turn that into your strength. And in 2024, it looks like you're turning those things into a strength. You're putting yourself out there. You're ready to put yourself out there to up-level your skills, to put in the practice, to put in the work, to put in all that development to get to this place where you're like, oh dang, that's my strength now. And now I'm rising up, I'm climbing the ladder. 2024 is all about you climbing the ladder, my love, and coming more out of your shell and into the spotlight. The fact that we have Hermit reversed with the strength upright, this is the energy of coming out of the dark, out of hiding, out of your shell, and into the light. Stepping into your light, stepping on stage even. That might be relevant for some of you, because strength is kind of like putting yourself out there. Or there might be a project that you're like, here, I'm launching it. But there's some kind of spotlight energy, possibly some recognition that you're going to be getting for this new you, like this more boss-like energy, this more like I'm prepared, I'm ready, here I am, I'm showing up. And that's that. Like, that's the energy that we have there. We also have, oh, my love, look at our last card. This is your outcome card of 2024. 10 of Pentacles. This is one of the best cards in the deck, especially regarding career and finances, by the way, because 10 of Pentacles, the Pentacles are very connected to money. And the 10 is the accumulation and the fulfillment where we feel like we are having evergreen income. So there might be something that you're working on that ends up having a bit of evergreen income, or some skill that you're learning that you can use to continue to create more and more money and more success in your life. Possibly you're going to get into the education or teaching realm, and maybe that's going to bring in more income for you or something like this. But 10 of Pentacles is very lasting success. It is a type of foundation where we feel very steady and secure. It's usually when we have enough money to invest in all the things that we want to. It could also indicate getting like a big loan to start something. So if you've needed like a big loan in order to make a dream of yours happen, this is a really good card indicating that. It can indicate people lending you money, but again, use that wisely. If so, make a solid plan so that you feel comfortable with that, if that's the case. But 10 of Pentacles can be connected to that. It can also be connected to us just making tons of money to where we feel like, oh my gosh, I am secure, I feel good. And it's also a very secure place in our career. We feel very secure there. And I mean, your finances and your career are both increasing in 2024. At the end of 2024, my love, what I can tell you is that you're going to be so proud of the progress that you've made, and you're really proud of something that you're creating. Really proud of something that you're creating in this next year. So, very exciting stuff. Let's dive into our next few cards here. So the next one that we have is the Mystic of Peace. This one says, I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. If you're stressed about stuff, overwhelmed, we need to clear our mind in order for the path to become clear. Take some time out to zen out. Go to the spa if you can, or create a spa night at home. Relax, enjoy yourself, and don't feel guilty for taking time off. Your ability to recharge is so important. Imagine trying to drive a car that is not charged or full of gas. Like, it's not gonna work. If the battery's dead in your car, it's gonna be pretty tough to do anything. If the battery is dead on your phone or on your computer, is anything going to get done? No, you are going to be so behind. So, Spirit's advice for you this next year: it is so vitally important for you to recharge. That is going to determine your success in this next year. So do not feel guilty for taking a little bit of time off. Of course, there's certain times where we need to push ourselves. And I feel like you're already really good at that, group one. I feel like you're already good at discipline and pushing yourself. And it is good to have that. That is such a good quality. Keep that quality. Don't feel bad about that. You need that. That's great. However, please balance it with some time off. You deserve it, and you deserve to have that quality time off where your brain isn't thinking like, what do I have to do tomorrow? What should I be doing right now? Oh my God, I'm taking time. Like, no, it's not quality time off because you're not taking a break. Your mind isn't taking a break, okay? We also have this card, which is the Queen of the Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. So when you do things with love this year, when you can have gratitude for your career and to make decisions with love, do things with love in this next year, I think it's going to excel your education, your skills, your up-leveling, and anything that you create or do in this next year. We also have Inanna, the Queen of Heaven and Earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. This, my love, this is so freaking important, okay? Read that again. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Okay, if you dim your light, if you get insecure, if you hide yourself, if you hide your work, you don't want to put yourself out there, you don't want to put your work out there, it's scary, it's like, my love, in order to get anywhere, we need to come out of our shell. We need to come out of hiding. Hermit being reversed, that is such a clear part of this year for you. I see and accept all that I am. Accept yourself as you are. It's okay to have fears, but it's also great to face them and overcome them. This is such a powerful card for you. This is accepting, you know, there might be those shadow aspects of yourself that you're like, oh no, I don't want people to like see that side of me, and I don't want people to judge me, or what if they see my work and then they laugh at me? My love, the only way to improve, the only way to become successful is to be willing to make a fool of yourself if you need to. You know, when you go out there and you do something for the first time, maybe it's not going to be that great, and maybe people will have like critical feedback to give you, but that's okay. It's part of the growth process. And when we can be comfortable with that, and when we're less hard on ourselves, and we can just be like, you know what? You're right. Let me improve on that. Like, and then you just go out there and improve on that. And I'm going to give you a little story right now that when I started my YouTube channel for the first time, I was so nervous, and all these videos are on private now, but I started my YouTube channel back in 2014. So that's almost 10 years ago. The fact we're moving into 2024. Yeah, this is going to be 10 years ago that I started doing YouTube. And I did not know how to talk on camera. I was so uncomfortable talking on camera that my first videos, I was so embarrassed to put them out. I wasn't even telling anybody, but somehow like my cousin found them. And I remember she like texted me and she was like, your videos are so cringy to watch. Like you should probably just like stop making them. And I remember like, I was like crushed and I was so embarrassed. And yeah, but I didn't give up. I didn't let that make me give up, because if I didn't do that, if I didn't have the practice of being on camera and I didn't keep working on that, I'd never be where I am today. Okay. Like I would literally never be here. And yeah, so no matter what criticism you get, like everyone gets criticism along the way. Everyone kind of, you know, quote unquote sucks at first when they start something. So it's okay. Okay, my love, it's like totally okay. You can go out there, put yourself out there, just be okay with it. Love it enough that it's worth all the criticism, it's worth all the hardship and the challenges and the growth along the way. You know, some people, they look at people who are successful and they're like, oh, it just happened overnight for you. It must have happened overnight for you. My love, I've been on YouTube 10 years now, okay? And I didn't even make my first paycheck on YouTube until the beginning of 2019, so only 4 years ago. So I was doing YouTube a long time before I ever even saw any success or reward for it. And I was dedicated. I was making a video a week for like 5.5 years until I even started making daily videos too, actually. But yeah, again, a lot of those are on private now. Pretty much all my videos previously are on private because I just wasn't that great back then. And you know, that was part of my learning, it was part of my growth. But doing that consistently is what helped me get good at it. And then, you know, it can look like an overnight success on my YouTube channel because all of a sudden, once, you know, doing it for 5.5 years, I finally knew how to make a kind of good video, and then things got successful. Anyway, enough about me. Let's dive back into you. Hopefully that those stories helped inspire you in some way or help you along your journey. We have the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Ooh. Okay, it is okay to want material things. Some of you might need that message right now. It is okay to want material things. It's okay to want more money. You know, money helps us have better experiences in life, such as if we want to travel, usually that costs money. If we want to go to a nice restaurant, probably going to cost money. If we want to live in a nice home, probably going to cost money. So it's okay to want things. Sometimes in the spiritual community, it's like we're like, oh, it's bad to want things or whatever. You have the power to make each moment sacred. Your desires, your goals, those get to be sacred. And you have the power to make each moment of your journey sacred and fun. So when you're putting yourself out there, when you're educating yourself, you're doing your things, you have the power to make all those moments sacred. It's part of your journey. You get to write your story, but the only way to write it is by taking that action, making your story happen. Everything is material for your liberation. So I think that this is talking about anything material that you want to create or you want to manifest in your life. This is helping you liberate. It's helping you excel. It's helping you climb higher. It's helping you have a vision. So what is your vision? What is your goal for this next year? Okay, and then we also have the goddess of abundance. Oh, I love that she came up for you. So just if you weren't clear already, by the end of this year, I feel like you're gonna have so much more, or of 2024, you're gonna have so much more abundance than I think you've ever had thus far in your life. So I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job, which is actually really true. If you're ever into manifestation and how manifestation works, all of it is the energy that we have internally. But the fact that we have Lakshmi coming up, This is a year where the ways in which you invest in yourself, the ways that you invest in your self growth and putting yourself out there and taking action is going to bring you more abundance and more success. It is going to help you up level in your career and finances more than ever. All right. Diving into our next few cards, we also have Temple. So sanctify, devote, commune, reflect. What are you devoted to doing this year? This is time to make a clear vision. The Temple card, make a clear vision of what it is that you want, devote yourself to it, and reflect on any challenges that come up, any failures that come up along the way. Reflect on those things and think, okay, what went wrong here? How can I improve? How can I take this to the next biggest, greatest level? We also have the Guardian card coming up for you. So preserve, protect, defend, shelter. This is time to defend your position, what you desire. Make a safe space for yourself, okay? Part of you might not feel safe coming out of your shell, going into this next phase, but you're divinely protected. You can guard yourself and guard your dreams so that nobody else can tear them down. No matter what they say, don't let that tear you down. Get up and move forward. Just like me when I when I had some critical feedback when I was starting my YouTube channel. I didn't let that get me down, okay? You can't let those things get in your way. It's inevitable that you probably might receive some of those things. I don't know one person in my life who hasn't received that. Even all my friends who are also like YouTubers or own their own business of some kind had people laughing at them on their journey, but they didn't give up. They kept going anyway. And anyone who's successful, that's part of the secret formula, okay? So know, seek, contemplate, philosophize, coming up with a plan, listening to your intuition. When your body needs to rest, listen to that. When your body knows that, hey, I need to get this done, listen to that. But find that balance, find that intuitive knowing. What is that balance for you? Okay. Your inner mystic, connecting deeper to your spirituality. We also have Magic Maker. Oh my gosh, I need to hold this one up. This one is like the Magician card in tarot. And this is captivate, touch, tantalize, sense. This is you using your magic this year to create, to manifest what it is that you desire. Angel number 33 coming through. 33 is connected to the number 6, which is all about harmony, and connected to the number 3, which is all about creativity. Creativity and harmony. Getting in alignment with what you want, allowing that inner strength, that inner power, that inner warrior to come out, to believe in yourself enough. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to take the action. So use your magic, believe in yourself. This is your year of raising confidence, of rising up to the next greatest and highest level for yourself. This is a year to make magic. So anytime you have a fear coming up, something stopping you, this is your time to break through that. This is your year of having breakthroughs. All right. So let's get into some more cards for you. Let's dive into this deck. Okay. Concentration, and we have Saturn, which is discipline, in Gemini. And we have the number 3 coming up. 3 is a prominent number for you, my group ones. Gemini is connected to communication, creativity, writing, listening, planning, networking with the right people. So this is your time to concentrate on what are the things that are going to help me excel, what are the things that are going to help me grow this year, that will help me grow my skills so that I can make my dream happen, so that I can become the highest, greatest, and best version of myself for whatever it is that I want to manifest. Look at all these swords kind of coming near the mouth. So where is it that maybe you shut yourself off when it comes to things that you want to say, the message that you want to bring to the world? Maybe we need some throat chakra activation with the things that are kind of coming up here. Maybe we are afraid of speaking, afraid of putting ourselves out there, afraid of putting our words, our creativity, our vulnerability out there. Maybe we try to cut ourselves off when it comes to the things that we truly want to say, the creativity that we truly want to put out there. Maybe you tend to kind of like stab yourself a little bit or be way too critical of yourself. And perhaps there's a lot of things going on with your voice and with speaking that we need to learn and overcome and concentrate, have clear concentration, deeper learning when it comes to this. So maybe this is something that you're going to be working on in this next year, and opening up your creative channels to be able to speak, to be able to, come to the forefront of learning and manifesting. I'm also going to restart my camera really quick. It is about to cut out. I'm so glad I caught that. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Let's see, what other cards do we have for you, my love? We also have domination. This is your year. To rise to the top, dominate those fears. This is about you dominating those fears, okay? We have Mars and Sagittarius energy. This is your year of calling your power back. Whenever you have those fears that stand in the way and try to stop you, it's like, no, we're not letting that stop us this year. Domination coming through. This is your year of being the warrior, okay, my love? And let's get one more of these cards to come through, patience as well. So, just because you don't see results right away doesn't mean the results are not moving forward. The results are accumulating. You're gaining momentum on all of these things. We also have 3, 6, 9. Those are very powerful sacred numbers within sacred geometry. They are the numbers of creation. They're actually some of the secret numbers of the universe, but that is way too deep to get into right now. However, the fact that you have 3, 6, 9 coming up, this is a very magical year for you. Full of unlimited potential, full of making quantum leaps. If you don't know what a quantum leap is, please Google that. It's when we create such a big, massive, quick, transformative change that it just feels like magic happened. It feels like we jumped a timeline. But yeah, patience. We have Jupiter in Virgo. There's something that you are creating this year, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, the planet of good fortune, of good luck, and patience, okay? Good luck is on your side this year, but if you're not seeing results right away, don't think that that means that results aren't coming or accumulating. They are. This is your year of healing old wounds, healing things that have been keeping you stuck, and this is your year of moving forward. So let's dive into our astro dice. We are going to take our zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll this 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life, within your career and finances in 2024. So let's see what we have for you. We have Libra energy. Libras are going to be prominent. We have Cancers, so Cancers will be prominent. And Libra's coming up again, okay? So Libra's definitely a big sign for you. Cancer as well, Cancer and Libra, maybe Cancer and Libra, just like maybe Spirit's like, no, I said what I said, Cancer and Libra. Okay, and Aquarius. Cancer, Libra, and Aquarius energy are the most prominent for you within your career and finances in this next year. Maybe you're gonna have friends of these zodiac signs that are helping you excel in your career. Possibly you're going to network with different people who will be one of these signs that will help you excel in your career, or you might be inspired by somebody of one of these signs, or et cetera, et cetera. Maybe coworkers, something like this. So with that being said, let's also roll all these together to get any last information for you. Okay, we have Jupiter coming up again for you. I love it. In Cancer in the 7th house. Friendships, connections. The 7th house also deals with the public eye. So there might be something where maybe it's time for us to expand more in front of the public eye. Maybe there's a product that you're wanting to put out there, a service that you're wanting to put out there in order to gain more clients. This is a year of gaining more clients, or possibly also putting yourself more out there, putting yourself into the spotlight a little bit in this next year. I do see you attracting more recognition in your career, possibly more exposure for the things that you create. Jupiter, there could be opportunities to travel this year as well, to travel for your career, quite possibly. Being in the 7th house, I definitely see a massive expansion though within just clientele, recognition, being in the spotlight, and calling in more people, more eyes. With the energy of Cancer, this is a very healing energy. It's also coming out of your shell. We have a lot of like hermit crab type of energy, and growing out of that old shell and feeling safe to maybe be in the spotlight, to be more out there with who you are and what you do, and increasing your clients. So my loves, that is what we have here. I definitely see you networking as well, meeting people who are probably going to be very significant and of significant help. If there's people that you want to meet in order to kind of excel or up-level yourself this year, I also think that's going to be happening for you too. And I think you're going to be meeting people that are very special, maybe even significant. You might be meeting really famous, significant people this next year. So that's coming through as well. Maybe people that you really admire. So that's also a possibility there with Jupiter being in the 7th house. So I am sending you so much love, my beautiful group number ones. And I'm also curious if you might actually have Jupiter going into the 7th house this year for some of you. Jupiter will be moving into Gemini. It's currently in Taurus. So if your 7th house is ruled by Gemini or Taurus, I wouldn't be surprised if that's also why this is coming up. You might have Jupiter about to transit your 7th house for some of you, maybe not all of you, but that does bring more of this energy that we just talked about. So that's what we have here. Thank you so much for joining me here for your career and finances prediction for 2024. I'm sending you all so much love. If you're interested in getting any of these beautiful crystal bracelets that I make, these are made with gold fill, so they do not tarnish. I make them to your particular wrist size so that they fit your wrist utmost perfectly. We also do resizes, but if you measure your wrist, it'll fit you right the first time. But yeah, they're made with gold fill, so they don't tarnish. Super good quality with authentic crystals. We also have pearls and things coming out, which is exciting. And then we also have crystals and other things like that. If you're curious about anything of my jewelry or crystals, all the links for that will be linked down below. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this video. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my beautiful group twos, if you chose this pile, this is going to reveal your career and finances for 2024. So let's dive right in. All right, group twos, we have It's Not Me and Karmic Relationship as your first two cards, which is quite interesting. So It's Not Me and Karmic Relationship. I feel like there's going to be a really important friendship coming through for you, possibly within your work in this next year, a very important friendship. And there's possibly different things where we're learning how to better collaborate with others, and we're learning how to better communicate with other people within our career and for our finances and things like that. Possibly, like if you've ever had conflicts with different relationships in your career, maybe with your coworkers, or if you're a business owner, possibly with your own workers, and maybe it's been like interesting to navigate, like working with others, collaborating and things like that, getting things across in the right way. I feel like you've been doing a lot of learning when it comes to work relationships and knowing how to communicate exactly what it is that you need, or exactly what it is that we need to do, or whatever. And this year, I feel like you're learning so much with that, which is going to help you create more harmony and peace in your career and in your work in this next year. And I do also see someone very supportive coming along, like a deep friendship coming along in your career in this next year as well. I'm seeing like forgiveness and apologies through this card as well. Like forgiveness and apologies. So if there's somebody that maybe we didn't get along with or had a falling out with, ooh, there is deep apologies and forgiveness with someone that maybe we've had like a bit of a falling out with, or a little bit of a disagreement with within our career over this last year. We also have justice being reversed. Yes. Okay. So it's balancing out the karma. There is karma balancing out for this next year. So in 2023, if we've had a falling out with somebody, maybe with our boss, maybe with our coworker, maybe there's a misunderstanding here, this is going to be healing in this next year, and we're going to be integrating all the things that we've learned from that experience, and it's going to help us navigate future experiences. It's going to help us in the future stay on the same page and make sure that things kind of go much more smoothly when it comes to communicating our wants, needs, and desires within partnerships, within career partnerships. We also have the 5 of Wands upright. Yeah, it definitely looks like last year there might have been some kind of disagreement, or we're just not on the same page with somebody. This is something that was meant to happen in order to help teach us more about communication, more about being in alignment with our boss, coworker, clients, workers, other people that we might be connected to within our work. Then we also have the Six of Wands. This one is receiving recognition, support, getting to a higher and better place in our career and in our finances. Oh, also Spirit has a message for you when it comes to your money. If you ever feel like money is something that you're like, oh, I'm not in control of that anyway. I make what I make and that's that. We are in control of it. If you want to change your relationship with money, and if you want to change how much money you make, you are in control of it. You get to decide your path and what you say yes and what you say no to. You get to decide the job that you pursue and that you get, right? And this year, I feel like maybe you're wanting to rise up, maybe create better relationships with clients, maybe create better relationships with coworkers or other people that you work with in order to create more success. This is a year where you're like, okay, you know what? I maybe do want more success. I want more recognition for my work. And maybe you're wanting to make more money as well. Maybe you're wanting to increase your prices. Okay, but maybe part of you feels guilty for doing so. Maybe you feel like you have to put in way more work than what you're worth, vice versa. With the Justice card being reversed, there is some kind of imbalance when it comes to possibly our money and how much work we put in versus how much money we get out. There might be an imbalance with that, and this year is a year of addressing that. Six of Wands, this is about knowing your worth and being recognized for your worth, where people are like, you know what, I will pay you for what you want because you know how to market yourself. You know how to talk about, why you're charging those prices and what value people are going to be getting out of that. When you have something to really offer and when you know how to talk about what it is that you offer, then people are going to see your value and see your worth and understand your prices and things like that. So possibly that's something that you're going to be working out and figuring out as well within your career. We also have Five of Swords being reversed. This one is actually great in the reverse position because there is much more forgiveness and understanding when this card is reversed. So we're maybe looking at different things, different ways where maybe we used to undermine ourselves, undermine our worth. Maybe we felt bad trying to, maybe some of you might work in sales, like where you have to sell something, where you have to sell a product or service or something that you do. And perhaps you always felt bad for trying to talk about what it is that you do and offer. And maybe we're figuring out how to sell our services, our products and things like that in an authentic and higher vibrational way, in a much more engaging, exciting way. And maybe that's another aspect of something that's coming through here. If that's not relevant, then the Five of Swords being reversed, I just feel like is more healing when it comes to the relationships in your work life. So yeah, with your boss, clients, coworkers. We also have the Magician coming through for you. Oh, I love this card. Okay, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. The Magician holds the ability to manifest what he desires. I think that there's big things that you want to happen, possibly within your career, within your finances, things that you want to shift and change and take control of. But the only way to take control of the situation is to also take part responsibility for it. So if you're wanting to change the dynamic in a relationship, we also have to take part responsibility for the relationship being what it is. We're part of that relationship. Therefore, we also have to take part responsibility. If we're wanting to change our money, we have to take part responsibility for where we currently are. Then we have the ability to also change it, right? So all of these different things. I feel like in 2024, it's your year of kind of looking within and seeing what you have the ability to change in your life and within your career. And the Magician is alchemizing and using his tools to make new things happen. He's working his magic to make things transform. Then we also have the Ten of Swords being reversed. The different conflicts and challenges that you've had in this last year are going to be healing. I also just heard a message that possibly health has been a thing for you over 2023. Like maybe we've had a sore back, or maybe we were dealing with other things in our life that made it a little bit hard to put our all into our career and into our finances. Possibly there was different things that happened where it's like, oh, I had to spend money on this, or I'm dealing with this at home, like these different stressors. 2024, Ten of Swords being reversed, these stressors are healing and going away. You are letting go of that. It's no longer a part of you. It's not me. You are changing who you are, how you show up, and changing your own paradigm. I think that, yeah, if you've had any like health things going on this next year, I feel like you're going to be really focused on healing those things, and they will be healed. There's massive healing going on in that area. I think you're much more focused on bringing your health to an optimal place, not overworking yourself, not trying to deny anything going on, and really wanting to just improve all of that. Okay, diving into our next few cards, we also have Isis, the goddess of magic, coming up for you. We have 2 magic cards coming up for you. Okay, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. This one's interesting because when it says sexual energy is sacred, our sexual energy also ties into our life force energy. It's our creative energy. So let's say that we're using all of our sexual energy in a pleasure-seeking way, or in a sexual way. Then all of that creative energy is being spent there. Whereas we could also use that creative energy to put towards something exciting, to put towards, other exciting things in our life. Your pleasure is a prayer that brings you back to life. It's okay to want things. What do you want in your life? Let that charge you up with life. Let that charge you up with vitality to go pursue that, to chase that. Allow yourself to get excited this year, especially if last year maybe we were excited or maybe we weren't excited. Maybe we felt down about different things. Maybe our energy felt drained because maybe we thought, oh, I can't achieve that anyway. I shouldn't even dream about that. I'm disappointed about this. I'm disappointed about that. This outcome happened. This failure happened. I didn't pursue this. This is a card of feeling pretty down about things. However, it's reversed. So 2024, that is no longer going to be your story or your paradigm. It's not you anymore. That old version of you in 2023 where life kind of felt a bit against you, that's not you anymore. This is your year of Chrysoprase. It's interesting you chose the Chrysoprase crystal. This was Alexander the Great's favorite crystal, and he always wore this crystal. It was his favorite crystal to wear because he believed that this crystal was the reason why he achieved such success in all of his endeavors. And it's interesting that this is the crystal I chose to put on your pile, because this is a year where I feel like you have to conquer a lot of those old struggles or inner battles that you were having in this last year, and overcome that and transmute that, be the magician of your life, taking control of your life and saying, nope, that's no longer me anymore. I'm no longer that person. I am changing my life. I'm changing my paradigm. Maybe there's people where we're like, okay, I'm going to have to disappoint some people who maybe have my life planned out for me, but I'm changing my plans, or I'm changing my direction, or whatever. Maybe you're also confronting yourself and those old limitations that you've had on yourself, and you're like, no, I'm no longer living by that story anymore. I'm changing that, because you're no longer wanting to live in that way anymore. We also have the Joy Permeated Mother. This is your year of reconnecting to joy. I am my own guru. You are the master of your reality, okay? I know the self that never changes. So you have the ability to change your identity, who you are, but your soul is you. Reconnect back into your soul. What does your soul really want? And if your soul feels sad or down about something, realize that that might be because we're not honoring what our soul actually really wants. And maybe our soul is like, no, I'm sad because my identity conflicts with my soul, right? If we have an identity that says, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't, nope, that's not possible for me. This is my story. But then your soul is like, but I want all these other things. I want these experiences. But our identity says we can't have that. That's when we have those conflicts. And that's when we feel like we're standing in our own way. So to know the self that never changes is to know the soul that's always going to be there with those innate desires, those innate passions, and those inner callings. That's the self that never changes. But we have to create an identity that matches with honoring what the soul wants to experience this lifetime. And you are not, okay, we all have a soul that has particular wants, desires, callings, and you were born with that because your soul came here to experience that. You are never going to be given wants, desires, and callings in life in order to be mocked. You weren't given those because you don't have the ability to pursue them and the universe wanted to just laugh at you. No, absolutely freaking not. You have a soul with these inner desires, inner callings, because you know, your whole soul knows that you're capable of achieving that. It knows you are. That's why you have that, right? But our worldly physical identity that we have, maybe because of different things that we've experienced, or maybe because our parents told us that this is what life is like, right? And we were created with these different programs and belief systems that maybe limit us and maybe repress our soul. And maybe that's why we have all these inner conflicts and why we don't feel good. That's why we need to get out of our own way, create a new identity, create a new story for ourselves that supports what is not you. This is a year of figuring out what is not you within your career, within your finances, within the limitations that you might be putting on yourself. What is not you? What do you want to let go of? And yeah, finding out who you really are by listening to your soul. What does your soul actually want? And realize that that is possible for you. That's why your soul has those wants and desires, because it is possible, okay? The apostle to the apostles, Mary Magdalene. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. You're the bridge between ideas, desires, and earth, which is physical reality, physical existence. So you are the bridge. You are the manifester of bringing ideas and desires into physical form. I am fully human and fully divine. So you are fully human, yes, with, human needs, wants, desires, and human aspects. But you're also fully divine. You are a soul, part of the divine, part of that unlimited source of energy, which is where your soul comes from with these desires. But yes, you are also human, but you have both. And you're the bridge between heaven and earth. You are the bridge between desire and bringing it into reality. Okay? And then we have Parvati, the goddess of devotion. So this one says, I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Commit to loving yourself, loving life. Get rid of those limitations. Like, it's time to love life and do things and be like, you know what? I love the fact that I get to breathe. I love the fact that I get to see, hear, taste, smell. I love the fact that I have friends in my life, other things. Like, when we start to be so grateful and we see all the beauty in life, that unlocks more beauty, right? And when you commit to love, your soul can evolve. Your soul knows the secrets of how to achieve more and more things that you love, okay? Then we have Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body. I love every inch of my body, okay? And I love the women in my life fiercely. This is a year of also improving your self-love and self-confidence so that you can create these improvements and create these changes. I think that this is a year, okay, where in this last year, it doesn't look like we were that satisfied or happy with our career or finances. 2024 is your year of change, of letting go of what is not you, of letting go of the things that don't feel good to you within your career and finances, and realizing that those are limitations, and calling back into your soul and being like, okay, what did my soul want to experience this lifetime? Did my soul want to experience abundance? Did my soul want to experience a career that my soul loves? Is that what I wanted to experience? Because if so, then it's time to start making these changes. It's time to start shedding the old and start bringing in the new. And maybe you're wondering, oh, how do I do that? There's always ways. If there's a will, there is a way. I mean that. That saying rings so true. Okay. Next card, we have Dream Weaver. This is your year of thinking, okay, what do I want? And how do I weave that dream together? How do I merge that dream? What do you wish for? Create a visualization for it. Create a clear vision. Conceive of that dream. What do you really, really, really want? Maybe the reason why things haven't quite happened is because we haven't allowed ourselves to actually dream of what we really want. Create a vision for yourself. A vision that you're like, yeah, I'm going to achieve that. That's the vision I'm going to go for, because that's what my soul wants to experience. Then we have Odyssey. This is your Odyssey. This is your legacy. Okay. Treasure, celebrate, treasure this vision, celebrate your progress along the way, because that'll help you keep going, okay? Things don't necessarily happen overnight, and I don't know why some people expect overnight success. That doesn't make sense to me. Success takes time. Even manifestation takes time. We live in a world, a physical world, where our soul came here knowing that everything was going to be about the journey and not necessarily the destination. So everything has a journey to it, right? And everything has purpose. That journey has purpose. And the journey is honestly the most fun part of it. So think about what is that vision that you want to get to, and enjoy that beautiful journey along the way, and celebrate those milestones and those successes along the way of achieving that, because that's going to unlock so much more happiness for you. This is a year where I think you're creating an entirely new vision for yourself, an entirely new vision for your career and finances. You're like, okay, I'm done kind of being in this same spot. I don't like it. This is your year of change. We also have the Enchanter: magnetize, open, reveal, manifest. This is your manifestation year. Open, reveal, manifest. Our magnetize card. Okay. Then we also have Artist: dream, design, craft, create. This is your dreaming, designing, crafting, and creating year when it comes to your career and finances. I think this is your year of creating an entirely new vision that you're going to get to work towards. And it's going to be so much more rewarding and fulfilling, because let me ask you, do you want to live another year in something that's not satisfying or fulfilling for you? Or would you rather put in the work and the effort to begin moving towards that odyssey, that vision, that bigger goal? Do you want to be on that journey? Do you want to be walking down that road? Or do you want to be walking down the current road? Which one? Okay. What is that new vision? Once you get clear on that, and it's fun to come up with a vision. So even if you don't know what that is right now, it's fun to ask yourself and be like, what do I like? And go explore. Go explore to find out what you like. And then when you come back, you can be like, okay, here's the new me. Here's the new vision. Here's the new journey I'm on. Let's go. And if there's a will, there's a way, my love. If there's a will, there's a way. Okay? Your year is completely changing here. I think you're going to have completely new visions and goals when it comes to finances and when it comes to career. And this is your year of making that change, of starting that journey. I would not be surprised if you start taking steps. Actually, I literally see it for you, okay? You're going to be taking steps towards an entirely new vision when it comes to your career and finances. This is your year of making change. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. My group twos. Okay, charity. And also practicality. Part of you always, I feel like, thinks about what's practical. What am I already capable of? But let me give you a little secret, okay? You can always expand what you're capable of. So what do you truly, truly, truly want, okay? Create milestones that you can reach on the way there. So if you're wanting to create your own business where you make $100,000 a year, maybe it seems really far-fetched right now. However, create little milestones for you. Be like, I'm going to open my own business, and this year my goal is to create $5,000 in profit this year. Okay, that's a more reasonable goal rather than reaching for the $100,000 in that first year. Okay, it's a more reasonable goal, and it helps us make it more practical. And you can tell yourself, okay, my 5-year vision is that this business is going to make me $100,000 a year in 5 years, and that'll be consistent 5 years from now. And I'm going to continue increasing that goal every year, and I'm going to get there. I'm going to go for it. That's a great goal, and that makes it more practical. It makes it more realistic for you. And let me tell you, if you're thinking like 5 years sounds like a long time to be working on something, my love, in 2024, it will be 10 years that I've been making YouTube videos. And you might be thinking, what? But I don't see any videos on your channel that are that old. Those are all in private, because it took me 5.5 years before I even got good at making YouTube videos. And at first, when I started making YouTube videos, I was making them weekly. I made 1 video a week, weekly, for like about 4 years. And then in that last year, I was making a video every day. I was making a daily video. And that's what grew my skills on talking in front of the camera, making and editing YouTube videos. Because when I started, I didn't know how to talk in front of a camera. I was awful. I didn't know how to edit YouTube videos at all. Not at all. But I was self-taught. So I was like Googling or YouTubing videos of how to edit, how to speak in front of the camera, how to make YouTube videos better, how to know what to put on your camera settings, because camera settings can be pretty complicated, especially when you have like a high-tech camera, how to improve lighting. I was learning so much during those 5.5 years, and I didn't make a single penny. In fact, I lost money because I was investing money into buying the right equipment, buying a good computer that I could have, and buying editing software, the camera lenses, a good microphone, all of these different things. I was investing in all this stuff. And so I lost money the first 5.5 years of being on YouTube, but I stayed consistent with it. Okay, I stayed consistent with it. So even if 5 years sounds like a long time to make a business, it's not. If it is worth getting there for you, like if your desire of like, oh, that would be amazing to have this career or to make this amount of money, then put in the time. Would you rather be 5 years in the same place that you are now? Or would you rather put in that work and be, and 5 years from now be like, oh, I made it to my like dream life, my dream career, my dream amount of income or whatever. Like, what would you rather have? And let me tell you, it is so worth doing it the other way. And when I started YouTube, I was like still in college finishing up audio engineering, like doing so many classes per week. Like I had a lot going on. You can make things happen. You can still make things happen. No matter what it is you're doing. And yeah, that's that, okay? Charity, part of you might be waiting for somebody else to help you. Part of you might be like, oh, it'd be great if somebody who's already successful just like gave me all the secrets, or, you know, gave me a shout out, or if I could ride on the back of somebody else. No, okay? No, that's not how you get anywhere. Nobody wants to do that for anybody. You need to make your own success. That's what's coming through here. Make your own success. Don't wait around for somebody else to help you, for somebody else to give you that helping hand. Like, yes, it's great to have people around who can support you, who are kind of on that same journey. That's great, but don't wait. Don't be like a charity case here where we're like, you know, oh, I'm gonna wait for somebody to discover me. You don't know. We have to start making moves. If you want to get anywhere, like, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to do most of that stuff. And then maybe somebody, like, for example, if you want to be a singer and you want to get like a record deal or whatever, you can't just like be like, oh, I'm going to wait for somebody to discover me. I'm like singing in my bedroom and maybe like a record label is going to discover me one day. No, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. Let's be realistic. Let's be practical here. That's not going to happen. The way that you get discovered is like, okay, I'm going to start making music. I'm gonna find ways to make music. I'm gonna write songs. I'm gonna like put an album together. I'm gonna start doing like little shows here and there to get good at like actually singing in front of people. I'm gonna like put myself out there and like put in the work. Then you might get discovered along that path, but not from being in your bedroom, not taking action. Like that's not going anywhere. So anyway, that's a whole wind of advice going on here. Anyway. With that being said, my love. With that being said, let's dive into our astro dice. We're gonna roll our zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be around you or in your life regarding your career and finances. So let's go ahead and see what we get for you. So in 2024, we have Cancer. Cancer's coming up for a lot of people in today's video. We have Aries, so Aries and Cancer. And Libra. Aries, Cancer, and Libra are the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life during this next year. And let's go ahead and roll all these together now to get any last information for you. Okay, so we have Uranus. Ooh, the planet of unexpected shifts and changes in Leo in the 9th house. Redirection, my love. If we didn't make it clear before in this reading, your life is going through big change and redirections within your career and within your finances. And Leo is like, hey, what do you really want? What resonates with your heart? Leo rules the heart. So what does your heart really want to experience? Where's your heart at? Is your heart in your current work and your current things, or is your heart somewhere else? And ask your heart, where do you want to be? What do you want? What does my soul want? That is where we need to begin making changes. And the 9th house is, okay, where do we want to expand into and realize that you can expand? It's time to expand and not stay small, not stay where you're at. This is time to expand, okay? So that is what we have here for you, my loves, my group number 2s. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. That's what we have for your career and finances for 2024. It seems like there's massive changes that you're going to be doing. Shedding the old, opening up the new, creating an entirely new vision for yourself, because We don't want that old anymore. It's not resonating anymore. There's something that's not resonating here. So let's make those changes. I'm also gonna restart my camera really quick. Hold on. Okay, my camera was about to cut me off, but I am sending you all so much love. If you are interested in getting any crystals or bracelets, getting that crystal energy, I hand make beaded bracelets according to your particular wrist size so that they'll fit you perfectly and they're custom. And then the gold bracelets are made with gold fill. So it's a really, really thick like plating of gold where it will not tarnish, it will not come off. You can wear it in water and everything and it will stay solid and lustery and beautiful and amazing. So we make them with authentic crystals. You can read the description of all the different crystals in the description of that particular crystal or bracelet. All the links for everything will be down below. We offer so many different types of crystals and they are amazing, super high quality. So all the links are down below for that. And for the tarot decks, if you're interested in any of those, all of the information is linked down below for you. And thank you so much for joining me here again. I'm sending you so much love, my group number 2s. I can't wait to see the big changes that you make in your life in this next year. This is going to be such a big year of change for you. And I couldn't be more excited for what you are going to create and do. I am sending you so much love. And until next time, bye. All right, my group 3s, welcome to your portion of the tarot prediction for your career and finances. Let's go ahead and see what's in store for you. All right, group 3, this is quite interesting. So we have submission and spiritual message as your first 2 cards for your career and finances. So when it comes to this, there might be something where you are currently struggling with something, or there seems to be resistance going on when it comes to the direction that you want to go in with your career finances. And in this next year, there's an energy where we are surrendering to a new sort of maybe opportunity or calling that's going to be coming through in this next year. Spiritual message is something like, it's like a higher calling or a higher purpose coming through from the universe that we're like, whoa, okay, you know what, let me take a pause here and surrender to this new calling, this new message, this new opportunity that's coming through. And I see that you're going to be like making a little bit of a pause and you're thinking, okay, I think that there might be a little bit of a redirection. I might have to make a big decision here. There's a big decision coming through when it comes to your career and finances in this next year. And it's a surrendering because you feel like, okay, there's something big here. There's something big. This is a big opportunity. This is a big message. This is a big calling or purpose. And we might have to actually take some time and think about this and submit to this. And maybe we had other plans this year, but I think something else is coming through. Like there's something new coming through here that might be shifting your plans a little bit. And it's going to be so big and so like, whoa, that you are like, okay, I have to like surrender to this. I have to take a pause and I have to take a second. Okay, so let's dive deeper into this. Let's see what else we get for you. But that's so interesting that we start off with that. We have King of Cups next. So this is a card about going with the flow, and there is probably a deep emotional calling that you have. There's something here that's going to be really fulfilling for you because the King of Cups is about feeling very fulfilled. And so I feel like there is this redirection where you know that you want to feel more fulfilled in your career and within your finances as well, because the King of Cups, he's also one that knows how to save money and create better financial decisions so that he feels like his cup is full, his bank account is full, and emotionally he's also feeling fulfilled in his career. And so I feel like this is you this year wanting more of that emotional connection, more of that emotional fulfillment by maybe stepping outside of your comfort zone into something new and submitting maybe these fears or these limiting beliefs around this in order to step into something that's going to be very purposeful for you, very soul fulfilling, and that's also going to be more rewarding for you financially. And then with the 9 of Wands coming up, this is something where maybe we've been working at this for quite some time, or perhaps this is something where we know we're gonna have to be challenged a little bit before we actually make it to where we wanna go. Perhaps there are some certain things where we have to overcome different fears or different limitations. We have to test our self-worth and help ourselves rise up to that next level. You do have this bigger calling, and this is a year where it might test your own personal, limitations, your own personal skills, to where we have to really work towards this and up-level ourselves and be open to learning and growing. Like with the Nine of Wands, this is about wearing your heart on your sleeve and still going at it, even though the going might get tough sometimes. It might be challenging to overcome different obstacles or hurdles or step outside of your comfort zone, but you know at the end of the day that it's going to be worth it for you, because it's bringing you closer to what your true purpose is and where you are meant to be. It's like this calling that, yes, it's going to be challenging to overcome those fears, those limitations, but at the end of the day, your vision is important to you. So it's submitting to that higher calling and that purpose. And then with the Ten of Wands coming up as well, this is definitely something where there's an undertaking. We have to undertake quite a bit in order to get where we want to go here. And Ten of Wands can also indicate that maybe there's a struggle that we have to face along with this bigger purpose. Like perhaps it's a lot of weight, to step into this new purpose, or maybe we know that it's going to make us really busy because perhaps we have a lot going on already, but now there's this other calling, this other purpose, and we're so called towards it that we know we can't say no to this new opportunity, this new idea, and we know that it's going to be, a lot. And it'll probably fill up our schedule quite a bit, which is why we have the Ten of Wands, which I would highly recommend looking into time management in order to kind of balance this energy out a little bit. But the Ten of Wands always lets us know that we do have what it takes to handle this. We do have what it takes. And along with the Nine of Wands too, it's interesting that we have both of these, the 9 and the 10. You're really up-leveling this year. And you know that it's going to take a bit of work and a bit of effort, but you know that the reward with that King of Cups is going to be really fulfilling for you on a soul level. And with the King of Swords showing up next, this is learning, bringing your focus, having a more clear focus. I think that you're redefining your vision and creating a much clearer vision of what you want within your career and finances. And you know that, yes, it's going to take some work to get to that place where, we're being really lucrative in this new space. But the King of Cups, that's that vision that we have for our finances, for our money, and also for a really fulfilling career. And then, the 9 and 10 of Wands, we're really working towards that and, putting in all the work. And then King of Swords is having that clear vision. I think you're going to make such a clear vision for yourself within your career and finances in 2024. And this is going to really help you up level and make those huge changes. You've been getting this spiritual message, like this higher calling, this higher purpose. And this is your year to create that really clear vision. And then with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I think that you're going to be shifting things around. Maybe there's certain things that haven't really worked out for you in your past, or maybe you have certain limiting beliefs that you still know that you need to face and overcome in order to get where you want to go. Maybe it's felt like certain things were working against you. Maybe it feels like I wasn't born with this skill, or nobody in my family had this skill, and maybe I'm off starting something where I have to work quite hard for it because it's not something that maybe came to me naturally. But however, that this is going to fulfill such a larger purpose. So I think that you're still going towards this, you're working towards this, and you can totally overcome whatever's standing in your way. You have the ability to overcome that. The fact that we have the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, we have the 2 Kings, this is your year of up-leveling to the level of being in that king realm, of mastering whatever this is that's been maybe feeling like it was something that was standing against you before. This is your year of overcoming that and bringing it more into a mastery level. 9 of Swords upright as well. There's been maybe things that have been worrying you when it comes to like different things that have been stressing you out, possibly within career and finance. The universe is giving a message that the universe is on your side. It is on your side. This is all part of that journey to get you where you need to go. And the universe is saying, surrender to that journey. Don't give up on your vision. It's not saying, submission is not giving up on your vision. Submission is saying, okay, I'm going to go with the flow. I am going to allow these certain things to unfold as they may. Trust in this divine bigger picture. Okay, more about your career and finances. A couple more messages that I have for you on this. So this next year, I feel like there's a big thing accumulating for you within your career. I feel like I just got a message. I feel like you have this inner feeling like you're meant for something big, that you're meant for something great, and you're wondering, okay, how do I get there? How do I uphold that energy? How do I achieve that? And through these resistances, it is building you up into that person. I feel like, okay, in your career, you almost feel this energy that you're meant to do something bigger. You're meant to do something greater. You're meant to do something maybe outside of the box, outside of the ordinary. Maybe you don't have, like, I feel like you don't desire the same careers as most people do. Like, you don't want the average career. I feel like you're kind of like, there's something more. There's something more that you just can't grasp. Think about the main character in almost any movie and the different struggles that that main character has to go through in order to realize their greatness, in order to hold the power of that greatness, in order to become the person that they need to be that is that, you know? Like even Superman had to go through incredible struggles in order to wield his powers on Earth, or like, you know, any movie. There's that same character arc. The reason being is because it's very true in our world, in our Earth, that anyone who does something great, even look at real stories, not even just movies, real stories of real people. There's always these like big learning curves and these struggles that then become our strengths. If you think about any strength that you have right now, any skill that is so strong for you, it came because of either a big struggle or because you worked at it for so long until it became a strength for you. And then other people who are not good at that, and they're like, how'd you get so good at that? It's like, put in a lot of work for that. That's what happens. And so right now, I feel like you've been putting in a lot of the work, and I do see that you're gonna get to rewards in 2024, okay? You're getting to rewards in 2024 for this work, but Spirit wanted to make it clear right now of like why you're going through this, because I feel like it's been a big question in your mind. Like, why are these things happening? Why are these struggles showing up? Why are these hardships showing up? This is why. Because you are meant for something great. But the only way to develop into the person that can do the great thing that you're meant to do is to go through this, okay? Kali, mother of the, she's powerful. We have the power goddess coming through, okay? The mother of the universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. This is your year of stepping into your power. I release all that doesn't serve me. What are those things that don't serve you? Are they limiting beliefs? Fears that don't serve you? Limiting beliefs on yourself and what you're capable of and what you're worthy of? Do we need to release that? Do we need to release other things that are holding us back? It's time for you to be the truth of who you are. Who are you? Let's claim that journey. Let's go on that journey. This is a year. Don't give up on that goal or dream, because you are getting there. You are going through all of the building stages of bringing you there. Our next card that we have the Diamond-Hearted Dakini. I just found out last night how long it takes a natural diamond to grow, and I was absolutely mind blown. Between 1 to 3 billion years, sometimes even more. Like, what? Freaking, the diamond that I have on my hand has been around for billions of years, growing for that long. It's crazy. Anyway, Diamond-Hearted Dakini. Diamond, it takes a long time to grow, to create something great. The greatest things take the longest times to create. So I see the light in my own darkness. Don't rush it. Okay, I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Don't rush it. The greatest things, they do take time. Believe in yourself. Don't give up. I really feel like you have this purpose of doing something kind of pretty big, and you've been going through a lot of growth years. Don't give up, because I do see you making progress, okay? You are making progress, and you will see even more of that progress this year. you're going to see more of that progress. The universe has your back. The universe will provide for you. We must move forward. We have Goddess of Compassion. I recognize suffering. In order to release it, curiosity breeds compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it, so that you can release those different trials and tribulations that you might be going through, that you have been going through, okay? This is unlocking your inner warrior. Like, let's make big moves this year. This is your year of making big moves. King of Swords, what is that vision that you have? Let's think outside of the box, and as you do, I think you're gonna unlock new wisdom and ideas of what to do, where to go, what decisions to make. Okay, we also have the Goddess of the Eternal Flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Each day my light grows brighter. Okay, I think things are on a constant, never-ending improvement for you, whether you see it or not. You might be just noticing all the kind of work that you're putting into things. This next year, things will be growing for you. They are growing and they are blossoming. Things that didn't work out last year, you will notice more progress on them if you keep going. You'll notice more progress within reaching that goal, maybe getting more clients. I see your finances growing in this next year as you continue to work towards these things. Celebrate even the smallest of wins is what I'm hearing. Celebrate even the smallest of wins. Like if you are doing something and let's say you make an extra $1 that day. Oh my goodness, let's go celebrate. Like celebrate by even just cheering yourself on and giving yourself that time to recognize that achievement and feel good about it, because that will help excel you and propel you so that your light can grow brighter and brighter. You have more and more to give. And I do see you making progress, okay? The universe is also saying, make sure to take time to rest and rejuvenate. You're carrying a lot of responsibilities. Maybe we need to narrow things down to what is it that we really want to focus on? What is the most important thing for us when it comes to our career and when it comes to our money? And how can we focus on just that rather than piling all these different things on our plate? So we might be thinking, oh, I need to buy this and this and this and this and this. Okay, maybe we don't actually need to buy all those things, and maybe we can just buy whatever is going to be the most important thing for us. So maybe we're narrowing that down. And also, when it comes to your time and your schedule, instead of taking on every single project and every single little thing, what are the most important things that you want to build and work on this year? Because that's going to be where you excel. Oh, and then look at our next card, Lolita, the Red Goddess. Playful is the spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. How can we laugh and have fun along this journey? This year, Spirit has a message for you. Have fun with this journey. Have fun with it. Be the Red Goddess who's like playful. She's in her spiritual power, because even through trials and tribulations and challenges and all these different things, she is the goddess who knows how to have fun, how to make any journey fun. Okay? If we need to clean up the house and we're like, you know what, let me turn on some music and have a dance party while I do it. That's a good time, right? If we need to do something for work, how can we sprinkle in and add fun to it so that we're doing it with passion? Because when you do that, the universe is giving me a message right now saying that you will excel in your life. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel happy. How can we have fun and playfulness along our journey and celebrate along our journey? Laugh at any little hardships that we face. How can we just laugh it off? How can we let it go, have fun with it, and be like, let me come back to the light. Let me keep working my magic this year to make my dreams happen. And something that I'm really seeing for you is you're going to be able to change around those hardships, the things that seem to be going on a downwards spiral. You know, in 2023, if you had things that you felt like you were going backwards and it felt like, oh my gosh, I'm decreasing in money, I'm decreasing in this, I'm going backwards in my life. Those areas that you felt like you were going backwards in last year, you have the ability to completely spiral that back upwards, completely change that around. But it comes through your ability to face things and look at things with that inner magic, that inner laughter, that inner fun, and be like, let me get right back up on this horse and let me go chase after what I want. Let me do it with love. Let me do it with passion. Let me get right back up. And as you do that, you're going to notice so much more progress. You have the complete ability to completely shift those things around this year that were not going your way, that almost felt like things were against you. There's a deep learning, a deep spiritual redirection this year, and the universe is bringing you towards more unlimited potential. And this is all part of your story of unlocking your greatness. And for some reason, I keep hearing like, okay, I don't like bringing up controversial things on this channel. However, I do love Harry Potter, okay? And the writer, J.K. Rowling, she wrote Harry Potter when she was like at a very bad point in her life, very poor, and decided like, okay, I'm gonna write another book. And it ended up being, you know, one of the most amazing stories. I absolutely love Harry Potter. I watch it all the time. The books are amazing. And anyway, she became very well known for that. That was like her magnus opium, or magnus opum, whatever that word is. Anyway, that was her magnum opus. There you go. That's the word, not whatever else I was saying. Magnum opus. So you're working towards more of your magnum opus, the thing that I feel like you're going to be very well known for. Do not give up on that. A lot of the most well-known people, the most successful people, have created amazing things, but they went through like hardship to get there. And I don't want you to feel down about yourself. I think one of the biggest messages from the universe in this reading is to continue believing in that inner calling, that inner feeling that you know you're meant to do something bigger, that you know you're meant to do something greater. Follow that, have fun with that, and continue on with that. That's like one of the main messages in this reading here. We also have Love Maker. Love, give, receive, be. Share love, share joy, spread it. Spread the love and the joy, okay? Like, when you can spread love and joy in your work, like let's say that you are a restaurant server or something like this. When we show up and we're not feeling good, we're feeling all of the weight of all of our problems, and we show up, that is always written in our energy and written in our actions and written in our facial expressions and everything. And we're gonna feel, it's gonna reflect back to us. That same energy that we're putting into it's gonna reflect back to us. But if we can do our job, do our duties with the feeling of like love, compassion, and joy and fun, and we spread that, that's also going to be reflected back to us. Have you ever sat at a restaurant and you've been served by somebody who you can tell is probably going through a really hard time? Maybe you're feeling kind of bad for them, but maybe they're also just like, you know, angry and they have all these different things going on. It's like hard to kind of like, you know, but then have you ever had that server who's like so joyful, so fun that you're just like, oh my God, I want to sit in this restaurant longer. This person's so fun to be around. You will become more successful. You will become more successful in your life by exuding love, compassion, and fun. When you can cultivate that energy, you will become successful. That is another, Spirit is giving lessons in this reading, okay? Which doesn't usually happen in the yearly prediction. Spirit usually gives a couple little messages or advice. This one's full of it. This one is full of advice from the universe. But then we also have poet, inscribe, envision, write, recite. This is your time to write the poem of your life. What do you want this poem to be? Do you want this poem to reflect that fun, that energy? Do you want the poem of this year to be the Lolita red goddess? Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Like when you need your inspiration, come back to this woman right here. This Lolita, the red goddess. Come back to that energy. Remember her energy and remember that that's part of you. And that can be part of your journey this year. And I feel like this is part of your journey. You are meant to have fun this year. You're meant to reconnect with that inner joy and bring and exude more joyful experiences within your career and finances. I think that, like, I see things improving for you. I see, like, you're turning that wheel of fortune, and instead of feeling like the fortune has been against you, you're gonna feel like the fortune is lifting you up. You're receiving the fortune instead of it being ripped out from under you. You are receiving the fortune instead, and the way of changing that around is her, which is you. unlocking that inner part of yourself, okay? We also have the Lovers. I feel like this is also a year of connecting to really important people who are also gonna help uplift you and help support you, your journey, the things that you desire, people that believe in you. I feel like you're gonna have a really important connection with somebody this year who's gonna really believe in you and your dreams. The Lovers is also when we make like networking connections with people who are on our same energy, maybe are on the same path as us, and we can unite with them. This is like collaborations. There's possible collaborations with you within your career and finances. You might also have somebody who is supporting you that's like, hey, I'm here to help support you in your path in this year with your career and finances. Like somebody helping share and carry the weight with you to help support that, okay? Then we also have the Sovereign, reclaim. I think you're gonna be reclaiming more independence and more freedom. Like if you felt at all like your freedom or independence was not where it could be in this last year, that's also gonna be changing for you. So you're gonna be reclaiming your independence, your freedom, to be able to govern your life, be in control of that. Okay, preserving more of that success and building upon it in this next year. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. I'm gonna restart my camera really quick just so it doesn't on us. Sorry, I totally like cut myself off by restarting the camera. Anyway, here we are, we're back. Let's go ahead and see what else we have in store for you for 2024. What else does Spirit want you to know for your highest good at this time? We have versatility, being versatile, working through any challenge or obstacle and saying like, hey, I got this. I can work my way around this. I can work my way through anything. Being versatile. Okay. We have submission, where he's being flexible with everything. The sun being in Gemini. The sun is stepping more into the spotlight. Being authentic, being real, being truthful, being more versatile, being able to move around things, shifting your mind to be more flexible, more open, and through that you will find your way around anything. This is your year of increasing your flexibility, and Gemini is connected to learning and communication and listening. So there might be something where you are wanting to learn something more in order to figure out your way around different issues that you have right now or different problems that you're facing right now, being able to work your way around that. And then let's see what else we get for you. We also have, oh, I feel like this one wants to come out too. Organization. And we also have optimism, keeping that open mind, keeping that fun attitude. 2024 is going to be all about keeping that fun attitude for you. And, oh, I also think that there's going to be surprises for you in this next year. I'm seeing that the universe is going to be bringing you surprises. I just got goosebumps when I said that. There is surprises in store for you that Spirit didn't even want to mention in this reading. Good surprises. The harvest. The harvest, reaping the rewards of your hard work. There's hard work that you put in 2023 where you are going to be reaping the rewards of that. All of those things, the universe wants you to know that everything that you went through in this last year had value, whether you see it or not. It had value, and that value is very deep. You might not see that value, but the universe sees the bigger picture and sees the value. I know some kids don't like eating broccoli. They think it's absolutely horrific and they think it's torture. However, there's such value in that because it's full of vitamins, it's full of nutrients, it's very good for you. So there's different things that you went through in this last year that maybe you didn't really like. The universe promises you that there is such value in that is going to help you in your life. There's different things. The universe is organizing your success right now, giving you everything that you need to get you where you need to go, okay? It's giving you everything that you need. This next year, you are going to be reaping the rewards of a lot of those things that you put the work into in this last year. You're gonna be reaping the rewards of that. I do see that your finances are going to be increasing and getting bigger. Optimism, keeping that healthy mindset. Keep that healthy mindset. There's different things that are accumulating right now that are going to help you feel more successful, that are going to help you get more financial freedom, more independence, taking care of yourself, if that's something that you're really wanting to do, if you're wanting more of that independence and like being able to take care of yourself better, that's coming through. Okay, I feel like pulling one more of these cards for you. Let's see. Woo! Power. Calling your power back. Realizing that you have power over your, oh, my stomach's grumbling. You have power over your position. And I think that there's going to be a new opportunity coming for you, something new that you can work towards that's going to be very valuable for you. It's like a new goal that you're just, or it's even a goal that you had that you're like, I still have that in mind. I want to achieve that. And then you're using your power this year to make that happen. And look at, we have almost the exact same symbol going on right here and right here. I think the universe has incredible surprises for you in this next year. I think there's going to be surprises when it comes to your career and when it comes to your finances. I think that there might be unexpected money coming in for you in 2024 that you're not even expecting. And I also think that there's going to be more career success for you, more milestones and more momentum within your career. Okay, so that is what we have there. Let's dive into our Astro Dice to get any last information. We're going to roll our zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs that will be in your life regarding your career. So let's see, we have Libra. Libra's been showing up, I swear, for like everyone so far. We have Pisces. And we have Taurus. Okay, so Pisces, Libra, and Taurus energy, those are the most common zodiac signs that will most likely be in your life, in your career. Now let's go ahead and roll all these together to get any last information for you. Okay, we have the moon in Taurus in the 5th house. There's going to be major change. And the 5th house is all about having fun. You probably want to have more fun when it comes to your career and when it comes to your money. You probably want more fun spending money as well. Like instead of feeling like all your money is going towards paying bills, you are desiring to have money left over to travel, to also spend on things that you want, things that you desire, things that are just for fun experiences. This year you're going to be getting that, and I feel like it's going to come out of unknown places. Like you don't see how that's going to happen yet, but I think that there's going to be surprises in store for you where you're able to spend money. Taurus, money, the material world. There's going to be money coming through for you so that you can spend money on those more fun things. Your finances are increasing. You're going to get unexpected money to help you invest in those exciting things that you actually want to. So Spirit wanted to end you off with that message. There's going to be things coming through for you and opportunities and unexpected blessings, money coming in the mail, things like that, where yeah, we have extra to spend on the fun things. So that is what we have here for you, my beautiful group number 3s. It looks like there is a lot accumulating here to help you towards a really big goal. And you've been doing a lot of learning to get there. So pat on the back for you, little clap, because there's lots of stuff happening and it looks like definitely money is increasing. And I do think that you're going to be spending money on travel and on fun things, and it's going to be coming through this year for you so that you feel like you have more left over to spend on those fun and exciting things. So thank you so much for joining me here today for this reading. I'm sending you all so much love. If you are curious about any bracelets, crystals, jewelry that we have, I hand make these beaded bracelets. They are according to your wrist size, so they will be custom and they will fit you perfectly. Can't even zoom in on it. Sorry, my stomach is just grumbling. I'm gonna go eat right after this reading before going into the next one, but we hand make these gorgeous beaded bracelets. They're made with gold fill, so they do not tarnish. You can wear them in water and everything, and they are such good quality. And we make them with really high quality crystals that you can read about their energetic properties on the description, and we offer so many different types of crystals on there and all of that. So yeah, everything will be linked down below if you are interested in any of that, and I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, so my group number 4s, if you chose this pile, this is gonna reveal your career and finances for 2024, so let's go ahead and see what's in store for you. All right, so first of all, my loves, we have secrets and then message of peace. So message of peace is giving me this energy of tranquility when it comes to your finances and your career. So if you've been wanting more peace, more sense of security when it comes to your finances, that is absolutely happening for you. Things are more solid, they're solidifying. It feels like things, you're increasing your value. So I see that your money is going to be increasing and just becoming more safe and secure and reliable. And it just seems like things are solidifying for you in the areas of finances. I'm also feeling like perhaps in 2023, you invested your money in a lot of things and you're wanting to kind of regather yourself a little bit, or perhaps there's a big purchase that you're about to make and you're like, okay, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to feel good again after that. And I just really see that things are going to be stabilizing for you. The message of stability is coming through, and these crystals are really making me think about something like investing in like a material thing, such as like a house or like a different big investment where we're hoping that we're going to be brought like more peace after such investment. And I'm seeing that that's gonna happen for you. Secrets is making me feel like there is different things, like unexpected opportunities that are going to be coming about within your finances and career in this next year. And we're gonna find out a little bit more about what that is as we dive into our next few cards here. So, Queen of Wands, she is reversed. This is a year where I also think that you're wanting to take a bit of a breather and, I almost see you as like you're wanting more fun and more zest. Wanting more fun and more zest. I almost was thinking like that this feeling of breathing at first when I saw this card, like this essence of I want to be able to breathe more, but now I'm kind of getting this message that it's more of like the breath of life. You're wanting to feel more zestful, more full of life, something to excite you, something to stimulate you within your finances and career. So maybe we're wanting things to be a little bit more fun, more exciting, and to take more action. Perhaps this last year, maybe we felt a little bit uninspired or unexcited when it came to our finances and career. Maybe we were just like, it's not giving. But this next year, I see that you're going to be looking forward to cultivating new inspirations, cultivating new energy to breathe in more zest and more life into your career and finances. We also have Temperance being reversed. There may have been an imbalance when it came to rest and relaxation and keeping yourself, stable versus taking a risk and going out there and taking action and moving towards something. There may have been a bit of an imbalance in this, and you could have been on either side of the spectrum. Like perhaps you were in a year where you felt uninspired, you were kind of like, things weren't really moving forward. There wasn't a lot of action into a lot of new things. Perhaps there was just like more of mundane sameness. Or perhaps we were just like resting and relaxing and focusing on that versus taking action. Or again, vice versa. Maybe we were all action and no rest and relaxation. You might have been on either side of that spectrum, but Temperance indicates that there's been an imbalance when it comes to where we're putting our energy. And this year, I feel like you're wanting to hop into the opposite. So wherever that imbalance was in 2023, wherever you were spending too much of your energy, I feel like this year you're wanting to incorporate more of the opposite to help balance out your action versus your rejuvenation. And perhaps if you were, again, more on that bored side of the spectrum, feeling like things are just, you're wanting more zest again, that's going to be something that you're calling in this next year. More zest to come back in, more surprises with our secrets card, okay? We also have Devil being reversed. Ooh, something that you were chained to. Okay. In this last year, I feel like you are you're not wanting to be stuck in the same place, in the same energy, in the same vibe. You're wanting a bit of a change. And the Devil being reversed indicates unhinging ourselves, unchaining ourselves, coming back to freedom, to sovereignty, rather than feeling chained to something. So this is a year of freedom for you and a year of expansion. Where have you been holding yourself back? Maybe you were holding yourself back because of, being scared to hop out into something new, being scared to jump into something new, or feeling just restricted, maybe feeling like you were stuck to something that you didn't really like. Maybe we were stuck on, oh, we have to continue doing this because this is what pays the bills, but I don't actually really like it. Or, you know, something else that made you feel like it was sucking a bit of your freedom away. That's going to be something that I also feel like you are shifting and changing this year. Secrets. This is also making me think that there's something that you have planned that you're not really talking a lot about because you're like, okay, I don't want to just go share this idea, share this message, but there's something that maybe you're thinking about within your finances and career. Perhaps this is like a big investment, a big purchase, investing in yourself, opening up a new business, starting a new project, but there's something that maybe you're keeping on the down low right now, something that you're working on behind the scenes that that you're excited to share, and it will be materializing in this next year. It will be coming to the material realms in 2024. Six of Swords being reversed is when we felt like we've been through a little bit of a rough patch, like maybe we had a rough patch with, again, how we were feeling about things, different worries that we had about the future when it came to our finances and our money, maybe feeling like there was different things that were rocking our boat a lot in this last year. Like, this is helping you change directions though. I feel like there's a shift in direction coming for you. And there's different circumstances that have been rocking your boat, trying to get you to look in a new direction. Consider a new direction. Perhaps there's certain things that, you know, we were on a certain boat, we were going to a particular destination, and there's been things that have just, again, been rocking that boat. And maybe we're trying to stay on course, but it keeps trying to shift us off course. And maybe that is meant for us to explore something new, to kind of shift in a new direction. So I feel like there is a new direction kind of coming out for you. All of these cards are reversed right now, which is so funny. And sometimes this happens. There's always, I feel like, one group where all the cards will kind of like be reversed, and there's always a mix of cards in the deck. But sometimes, who knows, maybe this one will be right side up. I don't know. We'll see. But Six of Pentacles being reversed here. Again, this is talking about imbalances. Temperance, and they're both in the same position. They're both the second card. Like, this is the second from the end, and this is the second from the end. And both of these deal with imbalanced energy, where we are either imbalanced with our rejuvenation or our giving. And this is something where I feel like you're really wanting to shift this. Six of Pentacles, when it's reversed in terms of finances, can also indicate that we weren't really paying attention to our income versus our outcome, like our expenses, our income versus our expenses. And perhaps we felt imbalanced with that, like we weren't really keeping up with things in the same way that we normally do. And this is a year where I feel like you're also sorting through that. The sixes talk about harmony. Both of them being reversed here, things felt like they were out of harmony. And this is a year where we're bringing it back to peace. We're bringing it back to solidity. We're bringing it back to balance. Because yeah, that got out of balance. Look, we have another reverse card for you. That's so wild. This one is the Judgment card. There's a bigger calling that you have, but perhaps there's been aspects of ourselves that have been standing in our own way, and we've been denying the call. Maybe we've been called to step up and do something new, to do something different, but maybe we're like, ooh, is now the right time? Or maybe we felt restricted from other circumstances, so we felt like we couldn't pursue whatever this thing was. Or we were even scared of judgment or being overly critical of ourselves and our choices and feeling like, oh, what are people gonna think of me if I do that? Or will other people agree with me? Is that what they want? Should I consider all of this? This is a year where I think you're also becoming more independent with your decisions and thinking, okay, you know, my life should be led by me and not by other people and what they would want from me, because everyone's responsible for their own lives. And if we're just controlling our own lives, doing what makes us happy, then we're going to be happy. But if we're doing things that make other people happy, nobody's going to be happy in the end, because we're all living for them, but you know, they're not in our shoes. So it's not actually truly pleasing them. So we just need to do what pleases us. And this is a year where I feel like you might be redirecting that energy to please more of yourself rather than trying to please everyone else. If you've been scared of failure, if you've been scared of people seeing you fall, or scared of what people might think of you if you step outside of your comfort zone, if you step into something new. If that's been holding you back, I feel like this is a year where you're also confronting that to help balance that so you can begin to move forward and not feel overly critical, overly judged, or drained of energy. If you've been feeling that lackluster of energy, like things haven't been as exciting, again, this is your year of changing that around, coming back into your center, coming back into peace, figuring out those secret new things that are going to make you excited. And this card is now making me feel this energy of excitement. I feel like there's new things that you're going to be discovering this year, things that you've never tried before. New interests are going to pop up for you in this year. New interests that you might even dive down this interest and it might end up being another modality of making money for you. There might be other things that you're exploring, secret opportunities, secret projects that you're working on that are going to bring more balance and excitement within your career and within your finances. Okay, so exciting year for you so far. Group 4. Let's see what else we have. We have the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Listening to your soul. What is it? What is calling your soul? Is there a particular path that your soul's like, oh, I would love to do that. I would love to explore that. And whatever's holding you back from that, sometimes the most exciting things lie beyond our fear. They lie just on the outside of our fear. So this might be a year where you are moving towards that. The High Priestess is also the energy of secrets, secret projects, secret opportunities, doing something behind the scenes, working on something behind the scenes. Do you have a project right now that you're working on behind the scenes that maybe you're not telling anybody about right now? Maybe there's a big surprise that you're planning in 2024, something that you're working on that you're like, ooh, I'm excited to reveal that. I'm excited to eventually talk about that. This is your year of beginning to do that. Maybe there's a secret project that you're like, I've always had a secret desire to do that thing, but I've never done it. But I've always had this secret desire to go and do that. This is your year of unhinging yourself, getting out of your own way, getting past those blockages, those fears when it comes to things that you truly want to do, and shifting your direction, rocking that boat, going in that new direction. Next card that we have is Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. There is like a pool of unlimited energy, unlimited inspiration. So if you've been trying to find that again, ask yourself, what is something that lights you up? And if you don't know what that is, explore the unknown, because there's secrets to be revealed. There's always more to be revealed, always more to be discovered. There's always more inspiration, always more light, always more ideas. And I feel like this is your year of reinvigorating yourself, reinvigorating your passion, your light, your excitement. We also have Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. My most sacred sanctuary is found within me. I feel like some of you might be working from home this year, if you're not already. If you're not already, the fact that we have the I am home card, no matter where I am home, is kind of making me feel like you might have more of a laptop lifestyle, being able to work wherever you want, being able to work from home, being able to take your work with you and make your home somewhere else. There could be opportunities for travel this year for you, working from remote places, unhinging yourself. That also might be why we have the devil being reversed here, is because this could be a year where we're able to kind of take our work with us, work from the road. Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Opening up more of that authentic self, that authentic voice. This could be a year where you're wanting to step up more into what truly lights you up. Like maybe the things that you're currently doing, maybe they once lit you up, but maybe not as much anymore. And this year is kind of a transition phase or a transformation phase where you are renewing different things, maybe taking on a slightly different path, something that lights you up again. All of these cards have such big beams of light on them. And it makes me feel like you're stepping back into that inspiration. You're stepping back into that light, that magic. There's something that lights you up this year. And I do feel like it's going to be something new for you. It's something that you haven't really dabbled in before, haven't really done before. There's a new direction opening up here for you. We also have spirit, renew, detox, purify, cleanse, letting go of those things that no longer resonate with you. They're not feeling in alignment with you anymore. You're going to be detoxing and getting rid of those things in your life and getting back to your spirit. What lights your spirit up? We also have the sorceress, summon, conjure, weave, enchant. This is your year of weaving something new, awakening your inner magic, weaving something new together, summoning your power and being like, summoning your energy and being like, I'm going to put this towards creating. If you see spider webs around or spiders, the spider medicine energy and what it means symbolically, spiritually, is weaving your manifestation together. It is the magic of manifestation. You think about a spider weaving its web, it's making something tangible, it's making something into reality. It's an energy of manifestation. It's like being the dream weaver, having a vision and making it happen. We also have the archer, focus, align, pivot, surrender. You're gonna have a new line of focus this year, a new goal that you're gonna be focused on. And this is a completely new goal that you might not even know what that is right now, but it's going to be revealed to you. You're going to be discovering it through this next year. And it's going to be a pivot. You're going to be pivoting in that new direction to pursue that. And we also have the alchemist. So yeah, there's change. There's transformation happening within your finances and your career. So change, retract, infuse, transmute. So whatever it is that you're doing right now, whatever it is that's kind of like gotten a little bit boring and mundane, you are transforming that. You are alchemizing that into something new. There's going to be a whole rebirth, a relaunch, rebirth, rebrand, renewal of you, of who you are and how you show up in your career. So that's really exciting, group 4. I'm actually really excited for you to see what this transformation looks like, because there is a big transformation happening for you. If there's been like a mundane boredom within your career, like this year is an absolute transformation. You're going to feel so much more at peace again within your career, because it's like, yeah, this is solid and I'm happy with this and this is exciting. It's this new shiny thing. I'm getting this message of a new shiny thing, like your new brand, your new you, your new direction is this new shiny thing that you're like, ooh, I like this. It's like, I'm excited to show it off. I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to look at it, be there, be a part of it, create it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we get for you, my group 4s for 2024. So we also have choice. There might be a big choice coming up for you in your career, and I feel like this is your choice. Oh, look, we have the scales showing up again. Lots of Libra energy showing up in these readings, but the choice card, should I stay or should I go? The choice of, do I balance both things, or do I put all my eggs in one basket, or do I do this, do I do that? There's a big choice for you regarding your career coming up in this next year. Let's see what else we have. I think weighing out the options. You're going to be weighing out the options of like, what's going to benefit me the most? There's a big choice when it comes to your career, and it might have to deal with, oh, if I go in this new direction, am I going to make less money at first because it's a new thing that I have to build, that I have to work up towards? And how do I balance this out? How do I balance out my time, my energy, my resources? What's going to be the most worth it to me? There's a new direction though. You're definitely going in a new direction. I can promise you that. So part of your choice is, yeah, new direction. Impulsiveness. We have double Mars kind of energy going on here in these cards. And Mars is the action. This is your year of taking action, especially if things have been a little bit actionless in the realm of like new exciting things. This is your year, new exciting things. The fact that we have Mars in Aries, this card is Mars in Aries energy. That's a new beginning. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It is the new beginning. This is your year of a new beginning. New beginning within your career and within your money. I think that in this new direction, a little message that I'm getting, once you take on this new direction, it may come at the sacrifice of kind of accepting a little bit less money for a little bit. I don't think it's going to be that long though, but I do think that this new direction has the possibility to make a lot more money for you, but it's how much time and effort you put into it. And I feel like you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into it because it's something that means a lot to you. And there's the potential for a lot of success there because, anyway, it can be very rewarding because of all of this. We also have principle. So thinking about what are the main goals? What is like that principal goal? What are the principles that are going to take you there in your life? What do you need to be? Who do you need to be in order to get there? Jupiter and Sagittarius, how do you expand yourself? Are there new skills that you might need to learn in order to go in this direction? I feel like there's going to be improvement all around, but you're going to be inspired to make these improvements because they're helping bring you where you need to go. Principle is also reminding me of the word mortgage. Some of you might be, I just got goosebumps about that. Ooh. Whenever you get goosebumps, it means truth from spirit. Oh my God, I got even more of them. Even more. Spirit is giving me the goosebumps right now. It's not even cold in here, but yeah, mortgage, making a big purchase, making a big decision. Some of you might be moving, you might be opening up a new business. There might be a loan for a new business coming through, or you just investing your money into a new business, investing your time and energy and money. So let's go ahead and take out a new card. This card at the top feels like it wants to come out. We have empathy. Maybe also one more here. Empathy and resourcefulness, using the resources that you have to make your goals and your desires happen. This is a year of being resourceful with your money, energy, and resources, and your time. Being resourceful with that, realizing you can always make time for the things that matter most to you. And I do feel like you're going to be shifting things around in your schedule and your routine to make more time. This is also a year of learning and allowing things to unfold, being guided in those certain directions. There might be times where through this year, you might have these big choices to make, or you might be navigating a new world, a new opportunity, might be navigating a new chapter. And your empathic abilities, your ability to stay in tune with the universe and the small, subtle signs and energies coming through are going to help guide you. So animals might be a guide for you. Animals might show up. And if you Google spiritual meaning of this animal or that animal, it will help you kind of reveal a little bit about what's going on. Song lyrics might get stuck in your head. Words, you might overhear conversations that help guide you and help you realize what it is that you need to do. Those little subtle things might start coming up for you over this next year. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our Astro Dice for you. We're going to take our Zodiac Sign Dice. We're going to roll this 3 times to get the top 3 most likely Zodiac signs to be in your life, within your career and finances. So let's go ahead and see what your zodiac signs are that are going to be the most prominent. We have Virgo energy, and I also feel like that's about you getting organized, reorganizing your life with that Virgo energy. Yep, Virgo coming up twice. Virgo energy is strong for you, so I feel like this is a year of being productive. Libra's been coming up for everyone so far. That's wild. Libras are everywhere within career and money this year, it seems. And Sagittarius, so Virgo, Libra, and Sagittarius energy are very prominent with your career this year. And I just feel like this is a year of expansion and reorganization for you. Reorganization, and through that reorganization, you are going to find expansion. Expanding into new modalities, new hobbies, new ideas. And let's go ahead and roll all these dice together to get any last information for you. We have Jupiter in Pisces in the 11th house. The 11th house, which is friendships, networking, expansion, and social media. And Pisces, which deals with the media too. So some of you might be working in like something where it's on the internet. Yeah, laptop lifestyle's coming through again, and travel, laptop lifestyle. Some of you might move to a more laptop lifestyle. You might have a lot of travel opportunities this year where you can do your work from the road. There's networking opportunities. If some of you work in media, this is really good luck and expansion in media. Sorry, just like I'd had breakfast and like I'm burping a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard that. Hopefully the microphone didn't pick that up. Anyway, Jupiter in Pisces in the 11th house is incredible for networking, meeting new people, meeting people that you really admire, travel, expansion, laptop lifestyle, and total expansion in your career, more audience, more clients. This could be like a video going viral if some of you are on like the internet in that way, or people sharing your stuff, getting clients that live around the world, which maybe enables you to travel more or doing things that your work takes you on the road a little bit. So that's what we have going on over here. So really exciting stuff. There also might be more opportunities coming for you that require you to be on the internet more, or within like having your laptop around or something like this. Networking more, doing more things online. So that is what we have for you, my beautiful group number 4s for your career and finances. It looks like things are definitely improving, big investments and redirections to help reinvigorate your spark in this next year. So thank you so much for joining me here. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. Okay, my group number 5s, if you chose this group, then this is going to reveal your career and finances and the things that you can expect in 2024. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so first off, group 5, we have children and love coming up for you. This might be a year for you, first off, and hear me out. There's a lot of different layers and a lot of different ways of interpreting this, so I want to mention them all, so be patient with me. But first off, some of you might be at a chapter in your life where maybe you're focused on starting your own family, or maybe you want to be more focused on your family if you already have one, and this could be a year where you are kind of moving a little bit further away from, you know, career and job focuses, and maybe you're focusing more on like, I want to start a family. I want to focus my energy here. I want to put my time and my money towards that. So that could be one layer of this. Another way of interpreting this, if children are not in the cards for you and that's like not something that you're thinking about, the children aspect can be something that you're working on that's like a child to you. Like, you know those people that, for example, they write a book and they're like, oh my God, this is my baby, this is my child, this is like, I'm so proud of this. There could be something that you are working on or working towards in this next year, such as opening your own business. A lot of people refer to their business as their child, their baby, the thing that they created. So there could be an aspect like this. There could be something really special that you have in mind that you want to work on, and you're putting your love and your energy into this. It's so interesting that we have this combination of cards for you with children and with love. Both of these are so intertwined with each other. So I think your love life is going to be really prominent for all of you watching this. I do think your love life is going to be a really big part of this next year for you. And I know that this is the career and money reading, but love the fact that it shows up, and we have this rose with children as well. I do feel like this year is going to be full of like romance and love for you. And you might also be romanticizing your career. You might also be blossoming something that you really, really love, something that you are so proud of, a project that you can't wait to show off to the world, an idea that you can't wait to show off. I feel like there's more passion and more love within your career this year than you've ever had thus far in your life. This is your baby. This is something you're so excited to show off, and all of that. So let's dive into our next cards for you. This is really exciting. There's like magic going on. Look at all this magic and the roses that are blossoming, the flowers that are blossoming here. And the hands always symbol doing stuff with your hands, working on something. Okay, and this is very fulfilling for you. We have Page of Swords being reversed. There might be a little bit of a conflict in your mind of like, okay, do I put all my time and energy towards this? Do I do that? In this past year, you might have also been having so many ideas and you're like, where do I find the time to do that? Where do I create the time? You might have a lot of ideas and you're filtering that out, and you're kind of figuring out the vision, the plan to make that happen. The swords are kind of like the planning stage, figuring things out, problem solving, trying to visualize and think about, okay, what can I expect? What can I foresee that I can plan for in advance? So you might be doing all those things that might have been part of your 2023 year. And we also have the Hierophant being reversed. So maybe there was an aspect of this where we knew that we needed to learn something more. Maybe we were like, oh, I'm gonna need to like learn a new skill. I need to take a class on this. I'm gonna need to do something to learn how to uphold this next chapter of my life, to do this next thing. For some of you, I feel like you might be interested in writing something, creating a product, creating a thing that you are going to be very proud of, but there might be some learning involved in making this vision happen for you. And yeah, making all those things happen. For those of you that maybe are more focused on children and family this year, this could also be learning more about how to uphold and sustain that. However, for most of you watching this, I do feel like this is more focused on the thing that you're creating, the products that you're creating. But again, for those of you that are more children and family focused, you can also kind of just like listen to what I'm saying and apply that in a more children and family sense, if that makes sense. So yes, but again, for most of you watching this, I feel like there's business plans, money plans, big ideas that you want to burst into this world, that you want to birth into this world. And the Two of Wands being reversed here. So we have more to plan. So you're almost wondering, okay, is this going to manifest this year? Because there's probably a lot that's going to go into it. I feel like this is a project that for some of you may even take like multiple years to fully come to fruition. Although for a lot of you watching this, I feel like this is your year of it coming to fruition. Maybe you've been planning this for a while. Maybe this has been something that's been accumulating for a while, and this is your year of holding it in your hands. This is your year. It's been in the womb. It's been in the growth stages for a while, and this is your year of holding it in your hands. I feel like you're gonna have something physical to hold into your hands this year. This might be a product, a service, something that you are excited about, that you've put all your love and passion into. We also have the Eight of Wands here. The Eight of Wands is reversed, which can indicate that things maybe weren't moving forward in the past. There was probably some delays with it. And in 2024, there might still be a little bit more to figure out in terms of making this thing happen and bringing it into reality. But I do see that those things are going to be figured out. But don't get impatient. Things are unfolding as they may, and I do see you holding this thing finished and complete in your hands by the end of this year. Some of you, it might happen at the very first half of 2025, where you might be holding the physical product in your hands, but this is your year of like really cultivating that magic, cultivating that energy to make this thing come to life, putting your love and effort into it. And then 2025 might be the year where you're actually physically holding it. But I feel like for all of you watching this, the timelines can sometimes be a little bit confusing and broad because it's a general reading, but there will be a physical thing that you're holding in your hands at some point in 2024, or at the latest in the first half of 2025. Okay. We also have Five of Cups. There's confirming our 5 energy that we have going on right now. So yeah, like 2025 energy. Five of Cups. There might have been some delays and disappointments with this along its path, along the journey to creating this, but this is all helping kind of guide you to the final product of what this is going to be. And if you feel like you've just invested so much into this to the point where you're almost scared of releasing it, you're almost scared of fully pursuing this with your all, because you're like, okay, what if it fails though? What if I'm disappointed? What if people don't like it? What if this, what if that? There's always that chance, my love. There's always that chance. But when we can do it because we love it, then it doesn't matter how it turns out, because we're doing it for us. You know, and of course we want things to be successful. Of course we want that. That's the icing on the cake. But, you know, sometimes in my life, like I've done things and I'm like, you know what, it might not be successful, but I can always get up. I can always try again. I can always revise it. You know, I can always learn from whatever mistakes I make so that I can make my dreams happen. And as long as I'm doing it for me along that path and I'm enjoying the process, then it's great. And I feel like that's part of your journey. Look at our 5s. We have 5 of Pentacles. So much 5 energy coming up for you. Wow. 5s are significant. So May, the month of May, might end up being a very significant month for you. And I keep hearing 2025 as well. Some things might be a little bit delayed until the beginning of 2025. Some things. But okay, I'm also hearing something about this is your year of revising money. Revising money. Maybe we feel like we're not making as much as we used to, or perhaps we feel like we've outgrown and we want things beyond what we currently make monetarily. Like we're wanting experiences beyond that. We're wanting things beyond that. This is your year of birthing the new ideas that can bring you here. There might be higher learning that you're doing to help you create, you know, your dream life, to help you create a career that's going to blossom and bring you more. So I see you doing learning and up-leveling when it comes to your career. But I do see like there's a fear of disappointment that plagues you a little bit. A fear of disappointment and a fear of failure as well. And we have Ace of Swords being reversed here. Okay, yeah, there's like a fear of failure that has come up quite a bit. This is your year of redirecting that energy to focus on, okay, even if I do fail, what can I learn from that? How do I improve next time and make this thing blossom? I think that you're learning the secrets to success in 2024. The secrets of how to make sure that you don't fail. Because, you know, how you don't fail, there's no such thing as failure unless we stop trying, right? Because otherwise failures end up being learning curves, just obstacles and challenges that we can always overcome. We can always overcome that. We can always pick up and try again. Perhaps there's been things in the past that you've tried that have kind of not really turned out the way that you wanted them to. This is your year of, revising. Some of you, I feel like you're making a product and you're not quite happy with how it's turning out. This might be like a product or a service and you're like, okay, it's not at its greatest perfection yet. And then version number 2, you're like, not quite there. Version number 3, not quite there. Version number 4, getting closer. Version number 5, you're like, oh, there we go. Some of you, I'm seeing that you're going through revisions of making a product or a service or something that you're going to provide. And you're revising it this year. And Spirit has a message for you saying, continue with that. If you are disappointed in it, continue to revise it and make it better because it's going to be so worth it in the end. Like imagine having a product, like look at these, like this revision kind of table that we have going on here. Imagine having this and you're like, okay, I'm not really super proud of that. Like, of course we don't want to stop there. So let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. And look at how it improves along the way. And then it's something beautiful by the end. And so Spirit is saying, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your vision. Even if you don't have a product, okay? Even if you don't have a product, whatever your vision is, if it's not quite getting there, if you're not quite there yet and you're like, no, it's not there, not there, not there, not there. Keep going because you will get there. Perhaps there's 5 rounds of revisions. Maybe that's why 5 is coming up so much. Perhaps there's 5 rounds of revisions and redoing and reinvesting into this thing, this vision, this goal before it comes out the exact way that you want it. Maybe we're having to revise our approach a few times, learn something new a few times before we get to the aha moment of, yes, this is it. This is the final thing. But I do see you reaching that. But Spirit is saying not to give up along that path, because if you quit before you get to the end, my love, I mean, then you're not going to get to the end. You're not going to get to the vision, right? So we have to keep going. We have to keep believing in it. And think about it like as your child that you're bringing into this world. Like, let's keep improving it. Let's keep the growth happening so that this can flourish into the best thing that we are so proud of, right? We can guide it along the way to become something that we're really proud of, do revisions along the way. And the love card, like putting our love and passion into this, keep falling in love with it and working on guiding it to being its best possible product or service, you know? So diving into our next few cards here, we also have Queen of the Outsiders coming through here. I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. This could also be for those of you that may be watching this, you're like, I don't have a business though. How does it apply to me? Or even if you do have business, this is also self-improvement. You might be looking at yourself and you're like, I don't like where I am right now. I don't like this place that I'm in my life with my career and finances. This is your year of improvement. Oh my gosh, I think you're gonna be doing so many refinements of yourself, of who you are, all these levels of refinements, and you are going to be very proud of who you are by the end of the year, because I think you're going to be doing a lot of different work. You might be called to read books, do courses, work on self-improvement. Maybe you bought a self-improvement book recently, or maybe you've been down that road lately, and maybe that's already kind of like blossoming for you, is just this passion for self-improvement. That's going to blossom even more for you this next year. And I think come 2025 is going to be a big year for you. And also, hold up, let me just clue into the fact that you're also group number 5, and we have all these 5s coming up. We also have 5 on the top of this card with the number 14. If you had the 1 and the 4, we get 5, and the Hierophant is the number 5 as well. So we have 5, 5, 5, 5. Your group number 5, all these 5s. Okay, so 5 is the number of radical change. So this is your year of radical change, radical improvement. And come the year 2025, I feel like 2025 is going to be a very special year for you, an incredibly special year for you. You're going to be holding in your hands the product of all this hard work, the product of everything. Okay, I think that your big break is going to come for you in 2025, and I know that might not be what you want to hear. You're like, wait, why can't I have my big break in 2024? Okay, 2024 is going to be an amazing year. I'm not saying it's not going to be. I think 2024 for you is going to be an amazing year because of the growth and the progress. Look at this progress you're making throughout the year. The progress and the growth that you're making throughout the year is amazing. I do see that there might be times where you feel stuck, or you might feel like things haven't been moving forward. But let me tell you right now, if you're feeling that way, come back to this video, because let me tell you something. You are absolutely making progress this entire time. These refinements, you might get to a certain refinement and be like, no, that's not quite it. Then you have to do it again and again. By the end of this next year, you are going to be so proud of who you've become, who you are. You're going to be in a totally reinvented new version of yourself, okay? Completely reinvented, where things will start moving forward for you. You're going to pass through resistance. You're going to get over these certain hurdles and delays and headwinds that you've been feeling. That is going to be something that you're learning how to navigate and get through because of the self-improvement that you're doing. And you are, sorry, I keep burping. I just had breakfast and had like this huge smoothie. Hopefully my microphone isn't picking that up too much, because I'm not going to go through and like listen to this whole video. This video is about to be like 4 hours long, and I am not about to listen to the whole thing to cut that out. But anyway, back to this. There might be certain delays that you've had along this path. Do not give up, because one of the secrets right now, again, you are going to be so happy that you continued on. You are going to be so happy that you did not give up, because you will get to this goal of becoming the ultimate version of yourself, being like, oh, look at me now. Look at me now. Like there's this energy of look at me now. Look at what I've done. Look where I've come from. So if you get to a point in the year 2024 where you feel down, or you feel like you've hit resistance, come back to this video, listen to this message, because I can tell you right now that all those things that make you feel like this 5 of Cups where you're like, this is part of your journey of becoming the freaking gem, of birthing this new chapter, this new phase, and you are going to be very proud. Look at the thorns surrounding this love potion. Like every rose has its thorns. You are birthing into the rose. There might be a couple little thorns. And you know what's so funny? The thorns grow before the rose. Always, as a rose is growing, the stem is growing first. And the thorns grow, then you have the bud of the flower, and then the flower blooms. This is the progress of your year. Integrating those thorny experiences that you've had, growing regardless, and actually allowing those things to grow because they're part of that growth. They're part of you being the rose. You are the rose. Okay, so if you're looking at yourself right now and you have this self-image of like, maybe you feel a bit down on yourself. You're like, I have all these flaws. I have all these thorns, blah, blah, blah. Like you might be down on yourself or critical of yourself in certain ways. But what you're not seeing is the fact that you have all of the equipment of the rose, right? You might be looking at the dandelions next to you and you might be like, well, they don't have thorns and those are pretty. They're a pretty flower. And right now you might be just like the stem of that rose right now that's about to blossom into the full rose, but you don't see that yet, okay? So you might be comparing yourself to other people, comparing yourself to where other people are at in their life. Maybe they're already the dandelion that bloomed, you know, and you're like, well, I still haven't, so my love, can't you see that you are this beautiful rose, okay? Because I'm going to tell you that right now. You're this beautiful rose that's about to blossom. This is your year of growth. This is your year of budding, so that you are blossoming. And at the end of this year, I can promise you, I see this massive blossoming for you. This birthing, this rebirth. Okay, so Queen of the Outsiders, I feel like you're a little bit of a rebel as well. Like, I feel like you want different things than the average person. I feel like your career path, you're wanting it to be different. You're just unique and different in and of yourself, okay? This is realizing, this is the year where you're going to realize, I have arrived. I am where I will always be, which is in love with myself. And you are not behind. You are where you are meant to be right now. I can promise you that. You are not behind. So stop feeling that way, okay? Let's just make progress. Let's start moving. Let's start going forward. Allow that fire under your butt to become your motivation to improve and to grow into the biggest, best version of yourself. Like, let's use that. Let's use that energy. Let it work for you rather than against you. Instead of being torn down by feeling behind, let it fire you up and inspire you to take action, right? We can use these negative feelings as a positive. We can actually use them in a positive way. So anyway, that's what I do with myself sometimes. And then we have this card here, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. What are those things? Possibly even people. I feel like there's been people in your past who have stolen your power or taken your power by putting you down, or negative relationships that you've been in before that really tore down at your self-worth. Okay? This is your time. If you relate to that, okay, my love, read this with me. I call back my power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. You are your own. And let me give you a little example right now, okay, to know that your worth has not been taken away. If you take a $100 bill, let's say that I take that and I stomp on it on the ground, I spit on it, not that I would ever do this, I spit on it, throw dirt on it, crinkle it up, and then I try to give it to you and I ask you, what is this worth? Well, it's still a $100 bill, so still worth $100. Yeah, it's been through some stuff, but still worth $100. And would you still want it? Would you still want that $100? I mean, I would. I would. I'd clean it off a little bit. I'd dust it off a little bit, but I'd still want it. And I'm sure you would too. So it does not take away from your worth. It's still worth the same, no matter what it's been through. You are you. You are worth what you are worth, and you are worth infinity. I think this is your year of seeing your worth, but I also think that you're going to notice so much of your worth as you go through that self-improvement, that learning. I feel like you're going to be really into reading this year, into studying, into possibly even taking courses or programs that help you unleash your power, call back your power for healing, self-development, self-improvement. I feel like you're going to be into those things this year, and I feel like it's going to be one of your best blessings. I feel like it is going to excel you in your life, like so much. I think you're going to look back on the year of 2024 and you're going to be like, wow, I would do that all over again 1,000,000 times to know where that brought me. I think that this is going to be something that unlocks like a complete new passion in you, a passion for self-improvement if you don't have one already. Then we have Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Let love be your mother tongue, okay? The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. Love yourself. Love what you do. Put love into everything. Love is your secret language this year of 2024. Loving yourself. Loving what you create. Awakening that inner love within you. I feel like your sense of love is expanding this year. It is expanding like no other. Your love for yourself and your love for what you do, okay? And then we have the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. This is a year where you're going to become much more financially free, abundant, and independent, okay? So I am spiritually and financially abundant. this is you of creating so much more abundance. I feel like you're taking something where maybe you're just like not at the best place right now within your finances, or maybe you're not where you want to be. And look at this improvement you're making through the year. Look at this improvement, your constant improvement through the year. I feel like a lot of it's coming through your self-improvement practices, and through that, I feel like it's going to fuel your fire in creating more abundance for yourself and more financial success. That is absolutely coming for you. And then I provide heaven and earth for myself. You're gonna be able to provide so much more of your wants and desires and needs for yourself. So if you do feel like you want more independence there, more freedom there, this is a year where you're gonna be able to provide so much more of that for yourself. So much more of those desires, needs, and wants. Especially when it comes to things that require money, you're going to be getting there. Then we also have giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. So when we give, it is also the energy of receiving. If we want to receive more, we can also give more, or give thanks, give gratitude, because that's also the energy of receiving. Think about when somebody gives you something, you're like, oh my God, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. That's the energy of gratitude. The energy of gratitude is the energy of receiving. So if you don't have much to give, you always do. You actually always do. The secret is you always do. You can give thanks. You can give gratitude to the universe, to yourself, to the things you already have. And the energy of gratitude is the energy of receiving, and therefore you end up receiving more via the law of attraction. Okay? The energy of the universe is merciful. The universe always wants to give you what you want, because you are the universe. That's the big secret. You are the universe. And so by the universe giving you what you want, you're the universe also wanting the thing, also giving the thing in the larger scheme of things. So when you provide gratitude for the universe and provide gratitude for yourself, that's the energy of receiving more. And then that higher level of you, which is the universe, which is all, will respond in the same reflection. Okay, so anyway, the mother of Imams, Fatima. Love is my lineage, and gratitude. What were we just talking about? We were just talking about exactly this. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. You are shifting your entire mindset this year. I wouldn't be surprised if you get into a gratitude practice, and you're going to see a lot of progress with that. Clearly, we have multiple different cards talking about this gratitude energy, this love energy, beginning to love yourself, and through that you will blossom. And those different thorns, those different wounds that you've had in the past are going to become some of your greatest strengths. And they're going to become a reason why you're blossoming more and more. So that is huge. Let's dive into some more cards here. We have devotee. I think you're going to be really committing yourself to a particular practice, to a particular thing, which I think for you is going to be this massive self-improvement. The angel number 22 that we have is actually the angel number of self-improvement. Literally, I'm not even joking. You're going to be devoted to self-improvement, dedicated to it. It's going to help you get new inspiration in your life. It's going to help you emerge out of your shell. Like, this is going to be a huge year for you, my loves. Group number 5. Did I actually say group number 4 at one point? I apologize if I did. Anyway, group number 5. Why is 4 ringing in my head? Anyway, more cards. We have the seer card. So see, enlighten, visualize, interpret. I think you're going to create a whole new vision for yourself through this self-improvement. I think you're expanding your vision of what's possible for you, and you're expanding the vision of your goals. I also want to say it's going to be really important for you to make a vision board this year, because it's going to help you get clear on that vision. It's going to help you know your direction so that you can dedicate to that direction. So if you haven't made a vision board yet, I highly recommend doing so. We also have the seeker. So expose, heed, appraise, and face. Also, throwing it out there, I just remembered that I have planned a vision board video that I'm going to make, and that's going to come out, I believe, on January 1st. Don't quote me on that. Sometimes my schedule's a little off. But yeah, I mean, I'm also going to be making a video on that, so if you want to make your vision board around that time, or if you're watching this after I've already made it, go check it out, because it's going to be awesome. Anyway, the seeker, expose, heed, appraise, face. You're going to be facing so much of those fears that were holding you back, so much of those maybe dark or shadow aspects of yourself that have been standing in the way. And through that seeking, through that exposing, and through the facing of those things, you are going to heal in some of the biggest ways this year, to face those blockages, those challenges, and to overcome them, to break out of those. And then we also have Lionheart, the prevailing, powerful energy of Lionheart. So prevail, endure, dare, and confront. Confronting, you are facing, exposing, confronting any of those blocks that were in your way. This is your year of rising up on confidence and improving yourself in so many ways. I'm also going to restart my camera really quick. I just noticed it's about to cut out. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. My camera always cuts out at 30 minutes. It never records past that. I always have to restart it. And we were at like 29 minutes and like so many seconds. And I was like, oh my God. Anyway, I'm really glad I caught that. So this is your year of stepping further into your light, further into your power. That self-improvement is going to be absolutely amazing, my love. The black cat indicates our shadow self, and things that might be a fear for you right now, or things that you might currently lack in, or areas of weakness that you have, are going to become your strengths in this next year, because as you face them and as you work on improving past failures or areas of weakness, they will actually literally become an area of strength for you afterwards. Not even joking. So yeah, anyway, that's, oh, sorry. I was shuffling these. We already have a card. We have publicity coming out for you. Okay. So certain things might come into the public eye for you this year. There might be some opportunity to get more recognition for your work. There might be an opportunity to get seen by somebody you want to get seen by. Like, let's say you're wanting a certain job and you're wanting this certain company to see you, to see your work. Bam, that's happening for you this year. Let's say you have a career where it relies on having an audience or more clientele. Bam, that's coming for you. Publicity is calling in more people. So if you have any sort of business that relies on people seeing you, or a company recognizing you or seeing you, acknowledging you, those types of things are going to start happening for you. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Leo is the sign of the spotlight. So publicity, my love. Getting recognition, getting recognized in this next year. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. My group fives, we also have influence. Some of you might want to be an influencer. We have publicity and influence. That's, I mean, it could not be more clear as day that some of you might want to work in being like an influencer, or maybe you already do, and this might be letting you know that there's more growth here, there's more success here, or this might be a path that you are interested in, since we have this coming out. That's interesting. Maybe you have an opportunity to work with certain companies that you really love and make money by talking about them, and things like that. So that could happen for you here. We also have flirtation coming out as well. I think you're gonna have so much more fun in your career as well. This is something where I think that there's a lot of, like, there's a big goal that you have in this area. There's a lot of goals that you want to reach, and this is about you having fun along that journey. Having fun along that journey. Making your work fun. And as you do, your work becomes more successful as well. So when you add in more fun, other people have fun by seeing who you are. Like if you've ever like been on a sales call with somebody and they're like super boring, and you're like, ugh, then you just feel like hanging up and you're like, no, I don't even want to hear you out. But have you ever been on a sales call where the person was actually like really fun, and then you're like, you know what? I want to keep hearing this. Like, let's keep going. You know, when you bring more fun to whatever it is that you do, whatever your work is, other people feel that energy off of you, and it translates, okay? We also have egotism, not letting the ego get in the way, for one, but at the same time, the ego is also a really good thing because it also helps us have desires. It also helps keep us safe at the same time. There's a lot to get into. I could talk about the ego for literally hours. Egotism, though, coming up. This is, I feel like you've denied a lot of your ego before. Like, I feel like you've undermined yourself a little bit. This is a year of becoming more confident, not getting egotistical, but allowing the ego to come through in a healthy way of being like, you know what? I am a great person. I do have skills, and I'm going to start owning those skills, and I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to be proud of myself, and I'm going to love myself. Like, you know, doing all those things in that healthy, balanced way, that's a great thing. Oh my goodness, that's a great thing, okay? So I love people that have that ability to be proud of themselves. I get proud about that, right? I don't look at those people and think like, oh, you need to like be quiet about who you are and like, always be undermining yourself. Like, I don't think that's a good thing, because I used to struggle with that. I used to undermine myself so much, and I'm just realizing now, like, that doesn't feel good. We should feel good about who we are and be proud of who we are in a healthy way, in a balanced way, because of course you could take that too far. But, when you do it in a balanced way, that's a great thing. So let's go ahead and dive into our astro dice. We're going to take our zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life, within your career, or within your finances. So let's go ahead and see the people that are in your life with your career. So we have Capricorn coming up. So Capricorn energy, which is also getting stuff done, is being very productive, and self-improvement is connected to Capricorn. We also have Gemini. So Gemini energy, which is learning, integrating, communicating, writing, speaking, all of that kind of energy, putting yourself out there. It also deals with social media. And Aquarius, which also deals with social media. We also have Aquarius energy, which is connections, networking, letting your uniqueness shine, not trying to be a cookie cutter box of somebody else, not trying to follow in somebody else's footsteps. This is making your own unique path by allowing your uniqueness to shine, not being afraid of your uniqueness, not being like, this is the energy where you truly allow your unique self to come out. And instead of thinking like, oh, but nobody else is like me, what if people think I'm weird? Like, no, Aquarius is like, I'm weird and I own it because I love it. I love that I'm different. And the fact, I think we had another card that came out that gave me this like rebel energy for you. Which one was it? This one, I think. Queen of the Wilderness. Yes, she. And Queen of the Outsiders. Queen of the Outsiders and Queen of the Wilderness. Both of these are unique Aquarian type of energy. It's very out there. It's very unique, owning those uniquenesses. And again, Aquarius people are also very prominent, but the energy of Aquarius is also very prominent for you as well, which is owning that uniqueness, and allowing yourself to be different, to be original. And that's the vibe. So let's go ahead and take all these dice together now to get any last information for you. We have Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and money, in Pisces in the 12th house, which is also Pisces energy. This is creative. It also deals with the media. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and money. I think that this is a year for you of doing a whole transformation of who you are. This is also a deep mental transformation, letting go of old mental patterns that didn't make you feel beautiful, that didn't make you feel good. What are those areas of yourself where maybe you were too critical, too harsh? I think you're transforming into, you know what, let me have a beautiful mind. One that's full of love, art, beauty, essence, the essence of who I want to be. Let me fill my mind with those things. I feel like this is a whole year where you're going to be like reinventing yourself, reprogramming yourself to be in alignment with like this new version of yourself that's so capable, so able, and so improved through that self-improvement stuff that you're going to be doing this next year. So what a beautiful message. I love that Venus is like this really powerful energy coming up for you at the end here, because it's very much that goddess, beauty, money, love, luxury, art, romance. It's all of that kind of energy. And I feel like that's going to be how you're transforming your life, is to kind of incorporate and be able to perceive more of those things and have more of that perception of yourself and of the world. So that is your career and finances prediction for 2024. It looks like there's a lot of improvement, a lot of revision, but a lot of improvement, and everything is going to be improving within your finances and your career because of that work that you're putting into this, because of those transformations that you're making. And I feel like you're going to be so proud of what you're holding in your hand, and it's either going to come by the end of 2024 or by the very beginning of 2025. You're like holding something in your hand that you're very proud of. You're like, oh my God, look at what I made, look what I created. And it is going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm very excited for you. I cannot wait to hear what all of this is for you. And I'm very excited. My beautiful Pyrite group. I also just want to say Pyrite is the crystal of confidence. Well, it's actually more of a metal, but it's like a metal crystal. And it increases our confidence. It makes us see our worth. So this is your year of discovering your worth, increasing your confidence. and building something amazing. So I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are by any chance interested in crystal jewelry, I hand make these amazing beaded bracelets. I hand make them according to your wrist size so that they fit you perfectly. And they come in many different crystal options so that you can have crystal healing, and they're made with gold fill, which does not tarnish. You can wear it in water. I wear mine in the ocean, in jacuzzis, in pools, in the shower, everything. They will stay always amazing. And I absolutely love them. So all of the information will be linked down below for my jewelry and also the crystals that I sell. So if you're interested in any of those, all the links will be down below for all of that. I'll also link down below all of the tarot and oracle cards that we used today in case you're interested in any of those. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you again for joining me here today for this video. And until next time, bye my love.